Now launching. The dumbest radio show in America. Welcome to Common Man and T-Bone.
Because I love all the candles and the scents and everything. They greet me like Norm.
Oh, yeah, right.
Cheers.
They know when you come in.
Common Man's here. Yes, you got anything in Bubbles that's new?
In Bubbles?
I like the foaming hand soaps.
Oh, I see.
I can't have a regular soap.
Yeah,
I got to
right.
have it foaming.
Who wants the goo? I need it to be like someone, like a baby is spitting up on your hand.
Featuring Panama Ted.
Too hot.
Timmy Hall.
I will rub one on my face.
And a collection of profane noises.
Coach?
No, Dom.
I'm a genetic freak. And I'm not normal.
I want me some glory hole.
I'll keep it in the room.
Stop breathing. It used to be a lot longer.
The numbers don't lie.
This is stupid. This is Man and Bone.
Happy Tuesday. Welcome in. Hello, Bone.
Hello, man.
Tuesday is our girthiest show of the week. Let me set it up for you. All the news and notes you need as we go inside the NFL coming up at 3:48. Rapid fire. In the 4 o'clock hour. Game show in the 5 o'clock hour. What is the game, Boner?
The game this week is Halloween candy trivia. It's really just candy trivia, but in honor of Halloween being just a few short days away, I thought let's just do some trivia about candy.
And in typical Halloween fashion, the weather will suck.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
looking rainy.
I know.
At
Yeah,
least not cold.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I would rather it be a little cooler and dry
Exactly.
as opposed to rainy and steamy.
Rainy and steamy. That was a cartoon that I liked when I was a kid.
Rainy and steamy?
Doug Rainey was my friend
Okay.
when I was a kid, and he was a tiny little kid, but he took huge craps. Huge.
How do you know this?
Here's how I know. Because we were like in 6th grade. One day I go over to his house. Again, picture like the tiniest glasses 6th grader you've ever seen.
I'm figuring it out, yeah.
All right. And so I go over to his house to play after school, and I go into the bathroom, and there's just a huge dump waiting for me in the bowl.
Okay.
Huge dump. And I walk out, and I said, Doug, I think your dad crapped in here and didn't flush the toilet. And he laughed and said, no, that was me. And I was actually impressed.
Wow.
I didn't think he was capable of doing it. It's like if a little Shih Tzu takes a dump that a Great Dane would take.
A dog, you're saying, the Shih Tzu?
Isn't that what you call it?
Yeah, that's a type of dog.
Yes,
that's right.
It's tiny, though.
Teeny tiny.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then a huge turd came out of that?
Like it lifted it off the ground, basically. The
Exactly.
Dog is, right, yeah. I get that. Now, what a way to start the show. I remember walking in one time to a bathroom when I was a little kid, and there was what you're talking about, like a grown man deuce was in there. And I walked out, and it was my grandparents were up from Florida. They had come in to spend a couple days with us, and I realized it was my grandfather who had left that. And I, too, was like, is that what happens when you grow up? Like, that's what they look, that's how it goes?
Well, I mean,
like, it was
how bad was it?
I mean, it was
Just a pool of blood?
No. Ew. What? Does that happen to
I
you?
don't know.
No, it was like,
Grandpa's got to go away now.
it was out of the water.
Oh,
like I'm saying,
it was poking.
It was poking out of the water. It was like, okay.
Well, in fairness to him,
He just forgot. He literally just forgot.
I wasn't going to say anything about that. I was going to say, when you get older, maybe you're not as regular as you'd like to be. Maybe it's once every 5 days.
Sure.
And so
then,
every load's going to be a pretty big load.
Yeah. But then I tell you, the rest of that trip, the dynamic was changed because I was just sitting there thinking, like, is he firing one of these off every day or is it every couple? Like, it was all, and he's sitting there like, yeah, so anyway, when I was your age,
all you could think about is,
and all I could think about was like, it was just, like, I just didn't know. It was so dry. After that visit, I got over it. It was like months that I saw him again later. And
where's Grandpa?
that was no longer in my head. But yeah, you talked about it.
He's pinching a loaf, Jonathan.
You just hear that scene from Dumb and Dumber happening in the bathroom. And you're like, oh, God. Plungers all over their house. You walk in, they just had them on the wall. They had them on the floor, everywhere.
That's like my house with my daughter and my wife.
Yeah, you've had some problems with the plumbing.
Well,
there, right?
of course we have problems with the plumbing because both of them They take the toilet paper and just wrap it around their fist.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, I'm not saying I do that, but I tend to be more on the. You've told me before your finger's broken through. I've never had this happen.
How have you never had
Because
that
I
happen?
don't use like half apply to. I get a few layers. I develop
How
layers.
often do you clog?
Not that often.
Define not that often.
I don't know. Once a month?
That's
Maybe?
a lot of clogging.
That's not a lot of clogging.
Yes, for a grown
Once
man.
a month? The whole
Teddy,
no.
How
The whole
often
household.
How often do you clog the toilet?
Never.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm just telling you.
Yeah,
I mean, once
it's
a
been a
month
long-
seems like a fairly reasonable. I'm saying the whole house, not just me.
No,
Like,
I'm specifically
oh,
you.
me. Probably
Specifically you.
maybe once every other month. It's me. So like, yeah, once a month it's someone else of the 4 people in our house. Once every other month it's me.
you realize you can, flush it while you're sitting on it. You don't have to wait until you pile everything up.
I do that, Ted. I'm saying
Who had this on their bingo card today? Start
nobody.
the show.
Nobody.
Nobody is.
Oh man, everybody's tuned in over at Nationwide. They're like, they're going to talk jackets to lead off.
I
Well,
am.
We are. We have
Let
it
me
on
tell
the
you who
sheet, but
clogged the toilet last night.
we started off talking about something else.
How you like that, Connor McDavid?
Yeah.
You had a bathroom experience at Nationwide one time, right?
I
Bob?
did.
What was your bathroom
I
experience?
got to meet the legend.
Oh, that's right.
Ric Flair. I wasn't in the bathroom with him, but he was walking towards me. I thought maybe I would get to say hi, and then he veered into the bathroom. And all I heard on the other side of the wall, now again, the din of the arena, it was an intermission, but still you have announcer going, you've got people humming around, and then all I hear coming out of the bathroom is just woo, like 20 times, people wooing at this guy as he makes his way to the can. And he was in there for like 10 minutes. So he obviously had something going on. So it wasn't like he didn't just stop in for a little onesie.
That prostate doesn't work like it used to.
He was probably in the stall, but I'm saying I just picture this guy is trying to just go to the bathroom. He's got everybody wooing at him. Like, don't woo at him when you're in the bathroom. Let them in.
People are weird, man. I bet there was somebody in there trying to smell his crap. I bet you.
God.
Probably trying to collect it.
Oh my God. Oh my.
You want to talk about a bowl full of blood?
Okay, well, I'm
My
saying,
God.
like, all right, Dom Taberry has been in this building for a very long time, right? He has worked here for a very long time.
Comparing the legend of Ric Flair
In Columbus?
to Dom Taberry?
Actually, Dom's bigger. In Columbus, Dom's bigger. Ric Flair walks around, people are like, who is that guy?
Is this you saying that you want to smell Dom Taberry's crap? Or?
No, I'm saying when Dom goes out in public, if he has to hit the public restroom, he probably gets stopped by people who are like, I got to tell you, I've watched you on the news for years. And he's like, thank you. I'm trying to get into this bathroom. Like, I don't know what the level of fame is that you hit where that happens, but he's probably there.
First of all, Dom will stop and take a picture at the urinal. And he's one of these guys, because I know I've been in the bathroom where he walks in on the cell phone.
Oh, sure.
So I told her,
Yeah.
hey, yeah, anyway. Meanwhile, I'm doing the courtesy cough like, someone's in here. Squeezing it together until someone leaves.
Right. Yeah, I figure he's got to be someone who gets recognized enough that when he goes to a public restroom, there's people talking to him while he's in there.
He also introduces himself into every. Hey, Dom Taberry from Channel 10 here. I'm more of a 4 watcher. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. If this was Jared Smalley, I'd be impressed.
I'd be impressed if Matt Barnes was here. He goes to the Olympics. All right. Baseball from last night. Dodgers beat the Yankees last night, so we have a 3-0 World Series. It's probably going to end tonight. That's boring.
That is
all
boring.
right, all boring. I want drama. I don't care which team wins. I just want drama.
You know, it's great. Freddie Freeman just pairing up. You know, it's
big
good that
balls, big
at least
cojones.
Here's what he sees. He sees New York on the jersey, and it's like time to hit. Because that's all he did with the Mets for years when he was with the Braves. Now he's with the Dodgers. He's doing it again with his plantar fasciitis.
Hey, he's gimpy. He's hitting home runs.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
He's got Kirk Gibson, all the comparisons, of course.
Jackets kicked the crap out of Edmonton last night. What a great performance. First of all, I love to see big stars come in here and get hurt. That's entertainment to me. Yes, I do. Go back to Edmonton, you hillbilly.
He's back there.
I know.
He left the road
Connor
trip.
McDavid couldn't handle
a first
Nationwide
shift against
Arena.
this team.
He was scared of the cannon.
That's right.
That's what happened. And he decided to leave.
And then he didn't see the dominance of this Jackets team. 6 goals. I'll tell you what. This team can score now. They're top 5 in the NHL, I believe, in points per goals per game. I want to say.
Elvis was decent last night. He was pretty good.
He had a shutout all the way till like the last 30 seconds.
Well, that's fine. I need a really pretty face. I wasn't easily impressed.
Okay. Goals per game leaders.
Monahan had a couple goals.
Goals per game leaders in the NHL. Vegas Golden Knights, 4.7. Jets, 4.4.
They just lost their first game last night, the Jets did.
Yeah, but very good. Rangers, 4.25. And the Jackets, 4.13.
I'll tell you.
There's only 4 teams that are averaging over 4 goals a game. Jackets are one of them. Tampa Bay's 5th with 3.78. Yeah, how you like that? Take it!
That had everything.
I want to break the news to Steven Stamkos, but I don't remember if he's still there. Is he still there?
No, he's gone now.
That's right. I thought so.
He's in Nashville.
That's right.
We just saw him.
We just saw him, and I totally forgot that. Thank you.
I love Nashville.
Now, that's a guy who can't take a crap in public.
That's because he's got his dog on his lap.
They're like, where's Ben? He's like, hey, man, I'm in the bathroom. Can you just wait a
Ben's
second?
in the next stall. Ben gets his own stall. But I'm crapping myself out here. I don't care. Don't you love my dog? What's the matter? Don't you love dogs?
Right. Yeah.
Anyway, Jackets time.
Jackets time.
I don't know if this team's going to be any good. All right, this is the definition of a 500 team because they haven't lost 2 games in a row. They haven't won 2 games in a row. But they're fun to watch. I like it.
They literally are the most consistent team where they win a game, lose a game, win a game, lose a game.
It doesn't bode well for the Islander game tomorrow.
But you know what?
What?
If they go 500 this year, Dean Evison, they're going to rename the trophy.
He's Coach of the Year.
Right? They have to.
What is that, Jack Adams? Is that what that is?
No, it'll be the Dean Evison.
The Patch Adams?
Everything
Doak Walker?
Seriously, everything this team's gone through, if he gets them to
Johnny
500
Walker.
this year, Johnny Walker.
Johnny Walker Blue.
Sure. I'm just saying, if they get to 500 this year, make the playoffs, don't make the playoffs, he should win Coach of the Year. For the job he's doing already with this team, I'm in love with Dean Evison. This is great.
Right, you want...
Okay, you know what? I didn't say I said in love.
Okay,
I should take that back. I'm not at the music yet.
That's a pretty strong
I'm not at the music yet.
declaration.
But I am as close to the music as I've ever been.
Okay.
For a Jackets coach. Sorry.
What's the matter with you?
Twitter is sending me all kinds of gifts now because I mentioned my grandpa leaving something in the toilet, and it's just...
What do you mean it's sending it to you?
People are sending it to me.
People are sending it to you.
Man is sending me stuff that just breaks me. It's South Park. I can't even... Anyway, Dean Evison, my guy. Let me finish the thought. There you go.
Thank you. He drops a hell of a deuce.
I'll tell you what.
My God.
Yeah.
That's poking out of the next water.
That's no Rick. Well, what do you think Ric Flair's doing?
No.
Woo!
Ric Flair, needs some brand.
Well,
hey,
he's lived on vodka, so I'm guessing he probably not.
There is a big thing happening tonight. We're going to talk about it coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You should watch out for an accident that's on southbound 270 on the east outer belt before 33, causing some holdup there. And you're also going to run into a slowdown due to an accident on Riverside Drive, north of Hard Road. This report is sponsored by Norton 360. Outsmart cyber criminals this October with Norton 360. For Cybersecurity Awareness Month, Norton 360 offers a software updater feature to reduce vulnerabilities. Get comprehensive protection and up to 58% off your first year at norton.com/secure. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
Dormar can be there today, guaranteed. Visit them at dormarhvac.com.
People can't say enough amazing things about Vanscoy Hair Clinics. Men and women struggle with hair loss every day, and they completely change their lives. Vanscoy Hair Clinics is the only company in Ohio that has PRP, platelet-rich plasma, and a multi-unit hair grafting hair transplant procedure. Go to vanscoyhair.com for more info, or call 614-432-8042. Here's what some of their hair transplant clients have said.
Around 26, 27, I lost almost all of my hair on top. It changed my life in ways that I cannot imagine.
My hair is going to continue growing for the rest of my life.
There is hope that you can do something about your hair loss.
Multi-unit hair grafting gives you 3 times more hair per procedure, saving you time and money. Hair transplants are more affordable than ever, and PRP is a fast, easy, and effective 45-minute treatment for thinning or damaged hair. Call Vanscoy for a free consultation, 614-432-8042, or visit vanscoyhair.com. That's 614-432-8042. Find out what procedure will restore your hair.
It's Rocktober, baby!
It's Rocktober at Lindsay Honda.
Just announced for the rest of October, we're lowering the finance rate to 0.9% on every new Lindsay Honda. And you still get the Lindsay Honda difference. A $1,295 value package included with every vehicle purchase.
This is it.
Turn up the noise with Lindsay Honda.
With approved credit on select in-stock 24 and 25 Honda models. Dealer contribution may affect consumer cost.
Post Malone is teaming up with Raising Cane's to empower the next generation of artists. For a limited time, 2 exclusive double-sided Post Malone posters are available at Raising Cane's. So post up your combo at Cane's while supplies last and support a good cause. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
This report is sponsored by AAA Car Care Plus. Tires worn down from all the summer driving? Come into your local AAA Car Care Plus between August 1st and August 31st and save up to $180 on select sets of 4 Veretta Stein tires. Only at AAA Car Care Plus locations. See store for details.
Here's a quick listening guide. When something's on the fan, it's on the station you're listening to right now. If I say something's on ESPN Columbus, it's on 1460 AM and the Fan's HD2. When in doubt, stream it on the Fan app. Thank you and good night.
What's better than cheering the Buckeyes on to victory? Wearing our exclusive collection of OSU jewelry as you watch. Hi, this is Alex Johnson from the Diamond Cellar. We're an officially licensed jeweler of The Ohio State University, and we've created beautiful Buckeye jewelry that will last a lifetime. From Blocko earrings to Diamond Script Ohio necklaces, we've got luxury Buckeye gifts starting at $99. No matter where you're watching, show your Buckeye love at the Diamond Cellar, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Active military or veteran planning your next career move? Start at Columbus State Community College. When companies like Intel need to fill thousands of new jobs in Central Ohio, they hire Columbus State graduates. Our engineering technology programs equip you with skills and experience to launch a high-tech career in Columbus's fast-growing fields. And our veteran services team will help you maximize your benefits and connect to a supportive campus community. Take the first step. Apply at cscc.edu/engineering-tech.
Hear that? That's the sound of Bernie Moreno shredding evidence to avoid paying his employees. You see, Moreno refused to pay his employees the overtime pay they earn, so they sued him. And after a court ordered Moreno to keep the evidence of his wage theft, what did he do? That's right, he shredded it. Moreno even admitted to shredding evidence in court. He was found liable for wage theft, and a court forced him to pay over $400,000. Innocent people don't shred evidence. And now that Bernie Moreno is running for Senate, he doesn't want to talk about how he was caught ripping off his employees. And that begs the question, do you want a guy like that representing you in the Senate? Bernie Moreno, you can't trust him to be for you. The United Association of Plumbers and Pipefitters paid for and is responsible for the content of this ad. UA.org, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee.
Is thinning hair or a receding hairline making you self-conscious? Try Hair Grow from New Nordic. Stop feeling embarrassed about thinning hair and start feeling your best with Hair Grow.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Just when you think we're in fall, we are back to summer. Near record high temperatures today with a high of 80 in Columbus. Look for plenty of clouds out there today. Dry but partly cloudy on Wednesday with a high of 80. And then tracking rain and wind just in time for Thursday evening. I'm meteorologist Dylan Robichaud with your 10 weather impact forecasts on 97.1 The Fan.
ESPN Bet is the official sports book of Common Man and T-Bone. On your phone or in person at Hollywood Casino Columbus. The Fan.
You wanted the best. Instead, you got these two. This is Common Man and T-Bone.
Happy Tuesday. So glad you're here. 3 hours a day, every single day. I want you to tell a friend. Better yet, I want you to, because we all have these people in our lives that maybe are a little bit tight.
Okay.
You know, they don't enjoy themselves. They take life very seriously.
Right.
What I want you to do is say, hey, I got a show for you. It's called Common Man and T-Bone. I don't like shows. No. This is good.
Okay.
It's a sports show. I don't like sports. Good. They don't talk about sports.
Even better.
I want you to listen to the first segment of Tuesday's show. That's what I want you to do. Have them subscribe to the podcast.
That's right.
Wherever you get your audio, it's brought to you by our friends, Care Heating and Cooling. See what I did there, Teddy? I'm all business.
Nice little pluggy plug.
Because if you tell someone to listen, and the first experience they have is us doing 15 minutes on bowel movements, I mean, that's either going to hook them or kill them.
Well, but it lets you know where we stand.
Exactly.
It's that line right there in the sand where we say either you're with us or you're not. And if you said, I can get with that, I can laugh at that, then you might enjoy the rest of this show.
Like when I go to a restaurant, all right, if it's the type of restaurant where they put bread on the table before the meal comes out, I can judge how the meal is going to be based on the bread they give me at the table.
How so?
I mean, if it's rock hard, they don't take any care in the bread. If they give me cold butter,
then
I know they're not taking any thought. They're not putting any thought into the bread service. Why is my dinner going to be any good? But if I get a good hot piece of bread and that butter's been sitting out for a while and it's creamy and at room temperature, and I can just, then I'm thinking to myself, dinner's going to be really good.
That's how you know. Whenever you go to a Texas Roadhouse, you're going to get a great meal. Because that bread is piping, and they got the cinnamon butter, and it's all gooey and melty.
You know what used to have the good bread?
Who's
they
that?
Probably still do, but they just closed a lot of locations. O'Charlie's.
Yeah, O'Charlie's bread is good. I like that bread. Absolutely. Yes, 100%. That's a good call.
See, Smith & Walensky, which is closed now at Easton.
Too bad.
But they used to give you like a little skillet, bread in a skillet.
Oh, where they just made it in the skillet?
Yeah, they made it in the skillet.
Took it right out of the oven.
It's all buttery and
Look at that.
See, it's all free.
It's all free.
You're paying $60 for a steak, but still, it's all free.
Yeah, but you know what? If you eat all that bread, they're going to bring you more.
Sure.
That's
absolutely.
what I'm saying, right? So it is free. I mean, it's how much bread you can take. And I can take a lot of bread.
I'm very yeasty. All right. Crews start up the playoffs tonight. Red Bulls at the LDC. 6:55 is the scheduled start time.
It's a weird start time.
Now, in years past, this was very confusing. It was aggregate goals and one home, one away.
It's still very confusing, but
it's best of three. That's what it is.
Yeah, you're right.
They play one here, they play one there, and then if necessary, they come back here and play. Here's my question to you. I went online today because I saw the tickets were still available for this game, and I went on to Ticketmaster, and they are. So if you want to go to the game tonight, they're there. And I'm not talking about resale tickets. I'm talking about straight from the Crew and Ticketmaster. They are there, and it's more than just a handful. How do you have an entire regular season that's sold out? Yeah. But game one of the playoffs, you have tickets available day of.
I mean, I don't know the answer on
that.
Let's
go, fans.
Well, I'm guessing maybe part of that could be because they just came up for sale like a week ago. I mean, it's not like you could buy. Yeah,
that's how playoff tickets work.
I know. I'm just telling you, it's a middle of the week game, and
get out of here! Don't make excuses.
I'm not making excuses.
I bought a couple tickets. I'm going down there today.
Yeah, good for you.
Because I assumed they were all sold out.
Good for you. Well,
I'm going. I'm supporting.
You should. That's what I've been told by Dom Tiberi. Supporters support. That's what I know. Supporters support.
I'm not singing any songs. I'm not doing any of that, but I will be down there cheering on my guys. Civic pride, baby.
Yeah, I'm looking here. There are definitely like a couple seats in each section that you could snag if you wanted to.
I'm not saying it's going to be empty.
No, it's going to be pretty full. But there are seats available if you want them. That's for sure. And that's, you know what?
Well, I said to Kristen, I said, what ticket should I get? Get the best ones. I said, the best ones are like $350.
Yeah, but you can
get the second best one.
Yeah, but if you get those ones, I mean, that's where you get to go you're under the stadium. And you're in there with like where the players come out. They walk right by you. They sweat on you.
I don't want that.
While you're eating your like gourmet meal that they have like chefs preparing you.
All right, so Crew Red Bulls. Not Crew Red Bulls, but Crew
playing the Red Bulls.
The Red Bulls. Are you confident tonight?
I'm not. I don't want to sell this as like, oh, they're just going to go out and wipe the floor with them. That's not how soccer works. You have games like this. New York is a good team. They made it a little tough on the Crew, but the Crew are the much better team on paper. They are at home, and they know the stakes here. The question is going to be for the Crew, it's a challenge of, I don't want to say it's a challenge of motivation totally, but it's the idea of, we've done this before. We hope to be back in MLS Cup again. This is not the biggest opponent they are going to face. You have to come out businesslike and take care of it tonight and start off with a bang. Get this thing going. So they have to manage minutes. They've had to manage minutes all year. But now you finally get a lot of your guys should be fairly healthy. You should be ready to go. And it's just now about going out and taking care of business and doing the right things. So they need to avenge the fact that that was a close game they played New York when they last faced off, when they last played in the final regular season game. Now they need to go out and take care of this in a more, I would say, more thorough way. So I'm hoping that we see that.
Put some ducats on the crew tonight.
Can't blame
you.
Do
you feel confident that I will get a return on my investment?
I do. I feel like the crew will get the win today. I mean, they have to. These games will go to penalty kicks if they are tied after 90 because you have to have a winner.
Okay.
Because they don't do the aggregate score thing. It's just win the game. So they will have that when they have 3 straight games, possibly. So hopefully they can take care of this one and then go win it on the road and then be done. Not have to do like they did against Atlanta last year, I want to say, where they had to play 3. Hopefully they don't have to do that.
All right. Are you ready for a hot take?
Give me one.
All right, here is my hot take. Where's my music for the hot take? What happened to it? It's gone.
What are you talking about?
I had a little hot take thing, the current affair music.
Oh, no. What's in its place?
It's just gone.
It's deleted?
That's not acceptable.
By the way,
who deleted my music?
Who would delete things like a current affair? If you see that in a audio system, you don't delete that. You leave it and go, that's one of the best sound bites we have. A current affair. A show from the early 90s that no one remembers.
Maury Povich.
Yeah. That was no hard copy, but a current affair was pretty good.
Ted, where's my music? You did this, Ted.
I don't know. Yeah, Teddy, I think you deleted it.
All right, here's my hot take.
Give me the hot take.
Even though we
don't need the sound effect.
It's meaningless now. Thank you. It's meaningless now. Jackets win the Stanley Cup. Based off that performance last night, how can you tell me otherwise? Crew, MLS Cup.
Yeah.
Buckeyes. Both men's and women's basketball.
Oh,
and foosball.
Okay.
Football.
Yeah.
All champions.
Really?
The city of champions.
That's happening this year?
Not to mention, women's hockey over at OSU.
They've been winning. Right. They're going back.
Men's wrestling.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just we're going to get sick of parades.
You know what?
Let's go stand on the street again. Why? I don't know. Somebody else won the championship. Let's do it.
I'd love to have that problem. Parades are great. All right. I hope that's your hot take. I hope that's right. I'm not going to place a wager on that because that would indicate that I want that to be wrong, and I don't. I want that to be right. I hope that happens. I'm rooting for that to happen alongside you.
I'm so upset. It's gone.
I know. Does anybody remember a current affair? Do you have any other music? People are asking for the clown music, if you have that.
What clown music?
Those you play clown music sometimes when we're talking.
The happy music?
The happy music. It does sound like clown music to me, but it's happy music, I guess. Do you have that?
I think so.
No, this is
happy.
Good radio here.
Well, you asked me.
Do you have that? Well, because you didn't have the other thing. I thought you had something right there you could click on.
This is what you want?
Jimmy was asking for that in the chat. He was asking, can you play the clown music? I think that's what he means.
This whole show is clown music. We started talking about little kids taking grown man dumps.
I just want to say, I just saw a quote from Cucho Hernandez. I was worried about business. We're all business tonight, buddy. I got a quote from Cucho Hernandez that will blow your mind.
All right.
This guy.
All right.
This is my guy.
All right.
Right here.
And a spotlight on 2-point conversions. I'll tell you why. Next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got an accident that's blocking the right lane and causing delay on westbound 33 at 670's eastbound ramp. And stop-and-go traffic is causing a 10-minute delay on northbound 71 on the north side from 670 to 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by LifeLock. As Cybersecurity Awareness Month wraps up, remember to update your software to fix security issues that identity thieves exploit to steal personal info. And for comprehensive identity theft protection, choose LifeLock. Start your 30-day free trial today at lifelock.com/cybersafety. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Hey, Bobby Carpenter here for my friends at Affinity Whole Health. Affinity is the leader in testosterone and hormone replacement therapy, but they are also much more than that. They help men and women who are experiencing things like low energy, low libido, muscle loss, and weight gain. Turn it all around. You can feel amazing and live better, just like I can. It can be delivered right to your door, which is tremendous. Semaglutide for weight loss and testosterone and hormone replacement therapy for so much more. I've been a customer for years and it works. Get started at feelgreatcolumbus.com.
Dr. Marta Lavelle of Urbana and Darby Dental Smiles on having First Bank of Central Ohio as a partner.
It has been great working with First Bank of Central Ohio. They helped me achieve a huge goal, becoming a business owner. The bank made it so easy. They helped me through the whole process. It's been great ever since.
Experience what it's like to be first at First Bank of Central Ohio. Visit fbcentralohio.com for more details. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Common Man here for Care Heating and Cooling. Weather is unpredictable, but the inside of your home should be comfortable just the way you like it. And the best way to avoid those unnecessary surprises is with a Care Plan. See, with a Care Plan, you get priority service, system maintenance in case of an emergency. Just another way to give you and your family peace of mind. And maintaining your systems properly can help save you money. A properly maintained furnace and air conditioner run more efficiently, reducing your utility usage. Regular maintenance also prevents breakdowns and extends the life of your equipment. I'm on the Care Plan, and I'm quite the expert. I'll stop by and give your system a once-over. I will. Don't tempt me. I end every commercial the same way, telling you to hire Care when you need a company you can trust. It's not just the slogan. That's the Care creed. How about this? Lennox. They have thousands of dealers nationwide. HVAC royalty. Last year, Lennox gave Care their coveted Partner of the Year award because they're trusted by their customers and their partners. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING or book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com when you need a company you can trust.
Bishop and Friends.
You got to make sure that this isn't something that becomes a mental block. When you come into pressure, the feeling is we can't handle it.
Bishop and Friends.
Sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, two-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right. Find an agent at shelterinsurance.com to get started. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
We've seen it before. Politicians and lobbyists playing games, drawing voting maps to keep power in their hands, not ours. Courts have ruled Ohio's voting districts unconstitutional 7 times, while our communities have been left out again and again. But this November, you have a chance to change that with Issue 1. Issue 1 will make it illegal for politicians to manipulate voting districts for themselves or their own party. Instead, it creates an open, transparent process where a diverse group of citizens, not politicians, will draw the lines. No more backroom deals, no more gerrymandering, just fairer maps that represent our communities. Issue 1 gives you and me the power to ensure everyone's vote counts. This is about real change, a chance to end the games and make our voices heard. So vote yes on Issue 1, fair representation, and power to the people. Paid for by citizens, not politicians.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals with savings beyond low prices. Like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Check out this sale on red, green, or black seedless grapes. Right now, they're just 99 cents a pound with your card and digital coupon. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
I didn't expect to, but I need to get a new health insurance plan. The good news is I found Health Markets. I went to healthmarkets.com and saw plans available in my area. They have access to more than 200 carriers across the country. And if you need help, you can just speak with a licensed insurance agent. It's all right there for you.
Discover the advantages of real personalized service today at healthmarkets.com. Health Markets Insurance Agency, Inc. is licensed as an insurance agency nationwide except in Massachusetts. Paid actor per trail.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Listen to this show or go to hell. This is Man and Bone.
Teddy. Yes. Crisis averted.
Oh, you found it?
I found it.
What's it labeled?
Wong.
It is. It makes like a wong. Like it's wong.
Here's what it's labeled. W-O-O-O-O-O-O-O-O-N-G. Wong.
That's horrible. How did you even find it? How would you know to search that?
I don't know.
Well, it's there now. We found it. We have the current affair music. Thank God.
I'm glad it's not gone. You know what else I'm glad for?
What's that?
This guy.
Cucho Hernandez update.
Let me tell you right now. I don't know how you feel about soccer. I don't know how you feel about the crew. I don't know how you feel about anything. But I know that when you hear what I'm about to tell you with Cucho Hernandez, you will be a fan of Cucho Hernandez for life. This is from Major League Soccer, the official Twitter handle of MLS, at MLS. 49 minutes ago, they tweeted out a graphic with Cucho holding MLS Cup from last year. It says the following. This is a quote. He was asked about his competitive spirit. Cucho Hernandez, pride of Columbus, quote, "If I don't win, I want to die."
Yes!
Yeah! That's what I'm talking. Yeah!
And you know what? After he wins, after they beat the Red Bulls tonight, he needs to make a trip to State College on Saturday and give the pregame speech.
No kidding. Oh, my gosh. All we've heard all weekend was like, hey, guys, it's tough to play football. Did you know it's 60 minutes of blood, sweat, and tears? Yeah, I got it. Where's that mentality? Where's the, it kills me to lose? Where is that? Cucho's got it. That guy, I'll tell you. Again, if you don't watch soccer, it's fine. But I do. I've never seen someone play harder for a team that is like a star. I have never seen a star player who plays as hard as that guy does. If they put him in the 60th minute, if he's out there for 120 minutes, it doesn't matter. He goes hard the entire time.
Oh, hard the entire time.
All gas, no brakes with that guy.
Ride him hard and put him away wet, right?
Cucho Hernandez is a legend, dude. If he leaves tomorrow, put him in the crew circle of honor, wall of honor, whatever they call that over there. He's up there. He has to be. He's an all-time legend.
We need somebody like him to have his priorities straight. We got a lot of people out there. Right? We got Anthony Richardson taking a play off because he's tired.
Yeah.
All right, by the way, he got benched today. Got benched today. You know who's starting on Sunday.
No! Flacco, my Cracko.
Yeah.
The society that we have now, a bunch of soft people. What we need is our athletes to go out there and say, if I don't win this game, I'm going to go home and beat my family. That's what I'm going to do.
No, you don't need them.
Flacco, my Cracko.
Why would you say that?
Yeah.
That's not what you need at all. You just need them to want to win at all costs. That's what you want.
Yeah, that too.
I don't know. Maybe there's a line, there's a chasm in between where Cucho is, where he's like, if I don't win, it makes me so physically ill inside, I don't feel right. Versus Anthony Richardson saying, you know what? It's a 3rd and goal. I know we're in the 20-yard line. I'm just going to take this play off. I don't need to go out there. Just give me a break.
No, but you know what I like to picture, all right? Because, look, we've seen it before. This is a big talking point when the Buckeyes lost to Florida in the national championship game.
Yeah.
Troy Smith was out there, and at the end of the game, he was yucking it up.
Right, they got destroyed.
Right, he's destroyed, and he's out there smiling. And look, people had a problem with that because it was just bad optics. I'm not saying that didn't tear him up. I'm not saying he didn't go home and weep.
Sure, we don't know.
In that moment, you're very upset, and you can't possibly think about your guy smiling and having any sort of joy in this situation because you are hurting. What I think all of us want to think is that, when Ryan Day loses to Oregon, he goes home that night. And it's like the scene in Ace Ventura where he realizes that Finkel is Einhorn and he's got the plunger in his mouth and he's vomiting on the toilet constantly.
Yeah, right.
That's what we want our players to feel, our coaches to feel.
Right.
Cucho is telling you he feels that way.
Yeah, man. And this is a guy who has, the rumors are with him this offseason, not that he wants to go, but teams are looking at him. There's Monterrey, one of the best teams in Mexico, is eyeing up a $20+ million offer for him. The Crew do not want to do that, I'm quite sure. But they're talking about other teams from around the world are like, we got to get this Cucho guy, got to get him out of MLS and get him in our league. And what I'm telling you is this is why. Because this guy, they know whoever he suits up for, he's going. But he's talked a lot about how much the fans in Columbus mean to him and how much when he goes out there and sees that like wall of gold in the Nordeca and he sees the passion the city has, knowing the story of Save the Crew, he's all about it. So I don't know how much longer he's here. I hope he's here forever. But the fact that that's the guy you have tonight going out there saying, if I don't win, I want to die. Hell yeah. Let's go.
Let's do a little history lesson with the common man. You know, the 2-point conversion exists in the NFL, but it didn't always exist in the NFL. Back when I was banging, there was no 2-point conversion.
Mm-hmm.
It was just extra point. That's it.
Yeah, you're right.
There was no going for two. That was implemented. But I was shocked to learn that it was implemented 30 years ago. 30 years ago. 1994.
Yeah.
All right.
That is a long time.
But I saw this stat today. NFL teams this season are 18 for 58 on 2-point conversions. Success rate of 31%.
That seems not good.
Just to let you know, last year, the success rate was 55%.
Okay.
Now it's down to 31%. So here's the question. Are teams just getting better at defending the 2-point conversion, or are these coaches just in their own heads too much, and the plays that they're calling to get the ball in from the 2-yard line are excessively complicated and not working?
Can I offer a Brian Windhorse? Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Solution here real quick, which is, how about it's a couple years ago, everyone was going, not everyone, some teams said, we're going for 2 all the time. We don't believe in kicking extra points. We can get 2 points. That more, if we can do a 50%, that's better than, or 55%, that's better than kicking 1 points all the time.
Steelers did that for a while, didn't they?
Right.
The Todd Haley thing.
Yeah. And so then eventually other teams probably were like, well, there is a point to that. There's a statistical advantage to doing that. Let's be better at it. Let's do it more often. And eventually enough defenses came across it enough times where defensive coordinators probably said, all right, we got to spend more time on 2-point conversions and short yardage stuff. And the reality is defense has the better advantage there, right? That's what everybody tells you is once you get in the red zone, the shortened field makes it a little tougher for the offense, not the defense. So I would guess a 2-point conversion from the, 2-yard line, that's probably even easier for the defense. So once they focus on it, once they plan on it, then yeah, it's going to work out better. Also, if you run a 2-point conversion like the Steelers or the Giants did, last night in their Monday Night Football game, then you should never run one again and you should be fired. Because that was one of the most abysmal things I've ever seen.
All the news and notes you need as we go inside the NFL coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You should know that there's an accident blocking the right shoulder of westbound 670's ramp to southbound 315 that's causing delay. And we have a 5-minute slowdown on northbound 71 on the north side between East Broad Street and 11th Avenue. And watch out for an accident that's on the right shoulder of southbound 71 on the north side after 161. This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Valvoline Instant Oil Change wants you to breathe out your oil anxiety and breathe in automotive peace. Visit them today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors, voted by Columbus homeowners as the leading and most trusted window brand. Find out why at PellaColumbus.com or at their brand new Polaris showroom.
If you're struggling with ED or your performance is down and your belly fat is growing, listen up. You've got one life. Now is the time to act.
At the Columbus Men's Clinic, we're not just healthcare, we're your secret weapon. Don't wait another day. Here's why you need to act right now.
Every moment you delay, your condition could worsen. It's not just about sex, it's about your heart, your relationship, your life.
The Columbus Men's Clinic has over 10 years of proven results for low testosterone and increasing drive, energy level, and performance. We've introduced ED and enhancement treatments so exclusive, you'll wonder why you waited.
Procrastination is the thief of time. When it comes to your sexual health, you can't afford to wait. Join the League of Gentlemen who've walked out of our doors with a swagger.
Call the Columbus Men's Clinic at 614-300-7400 or visit columbusmensclinic.com. Book your $99 male performance consultation now, including blood work. Call 614-300-7400 or visit columbusmensclinic.com. The Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
Hey, Bobby Carpenter here from Carpenter Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric, announcing our $99 home preventative maintenance checkup. Carpenter and Bryant will do whatever it takes to get you ready for the fall and winter ahead. Check us out at carpentercolumbus.com. That's carpentercolumbus.com.
Hey, Ohio, Prime Sports has arrived. The only book where you can lay 108 instead of 110 on all your favorite teams. Football, baseball, basketball, hockey. Why would you risk more to win the same amount at another sports book? Download the Prime Sports Ohio app or visit our website, primesportsbook.com, and use promo code JUSTSPORTS to get a welcome bonus up to $100. And be a member of the Prime Sports family.
Terms and conditions apply. Visit website for details. Must be 21 or older and present in Ohio. If you or anyone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Busy schedule? This is Ryan Krieger, and Krieger Ford has you covered. Krieger Ford offers pickup and delivery, or our mobile service van will come right to you. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Schedule your appointment today only at KriegerFord.com.
Friday night in the Buckeye State means only one thing: high school football, baby. Join Brian Baker and Coach Lee Cochran for Byers Dublin Subaru High School Overtime.
Friday night at 9:30.
Your home of all things football, The Fan.
Get your ex to the lodge for the freshest menu additions. Spice up your wing order with new sauces featuring the chicken tikka or spicy chili crisp. Or try our famous flatbreads with the backyard barbecue brisket or chicken tikka. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
At Diamond Cellar, we've been crafting love stories for over 77 years. Trust, quality, and always the guaranteed best price. Visit us today to experience the Diamond Cellar difference. Stop into our showroom on Sawmill Road or at Easton Town Center.
The Christmas cash giveaways now at UDF. With UDrive Plus, 1 in 7 can play to win prizes instantly, including $1,000 weekly by buying specially marked items at UDF. No purchase necessary. Visit udrivecontest.com for official rules.
A vote for Sherrod Brown is a vote against Donald Trump. Sherrod Brown has spent 31 years in Washington, D.C., backing radical liberal policies.
Late-term partial birth abortion, where the baby is partially delivered alive. Trans biological men in girls' sports and bathrooms. Puberty blockers and even sex change surgery for children. Amnesty for 11 million illegal immigrants.
Brown's liberal policies are the opposite of the Trump agenda, and Brown would oppose Trump at every turn. To undo the damage of the last 4 years, President Trump and Ohio need Republican Bernie Moreno in the Senate. 6 more years of Sherrod Brown? He's for they, them, not you. Sherrod Brown has let us down. He's way too liberal for Ohio.
Senate Leadership Fund paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. www.senateleadershipfund.org.
It's almost Football Friday. All play and no work.
Sponsored by Kansky Sawmill Toyota.
Your home for football, The Fan. Not doctors, not lawyers, and definitely not sports hosts. You're listening to Man and Bone.
If you're watching on the YouTube, just caught me in a big yawn. It's a massive yawn.
Teddy, this is one of them. That's how you know, is when he's just yawning in the middle of the 3 o'clock hour. He's just going great. Yeah, big yawn there.
Hey, Bone and I do all our banging at Hollywood Casino Columbus, specifically the ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Hey, Bone, are we going to be out there on Friday broadcasting live?
Hey, man, we sure are. From 3 to 6 p.m. at Hollywood Casino Columbus, the ESPN Bet Sportsbook. It is the place to be all weekend long this weekend, but especially Friday from 3 to 6 with us. You can get your wagers in for whatever sporting event you're interested in. Perhaps there is a college football game, say on Saturday, that you're interested in, that you might want to have some money on either way. You can place your wager right there with us. Not with us, but
yes, we'll take your money. Next
to us. No, we won't do that. They will take your money, and then you will get a betting slip, and if you win, you can cash it in there. You can watch the game there, too, on their giant TVs.
Also, there's an 80% chance that Jen Winters will be there eating a quesadilla. There is a 30% chance she will fall down the steps.
Well, you won't know unless you're there.
I know. So come join us Friday from 3 to 6, Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Inside the NFL, hit it.
Common Man and T-Bone's Inside the NFL.
Sponsored by Atlas Butler Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Bone.
Well, man, as we talked about a little bit earlier, it is official. The Colts have made the change at quarterback to Joe Flacco. He's back in. Anthony Richardson is getting benched 2 days after he told the media that he was sitting out for a play due to just being exhausted.
He's also bad.
That's what I was going to say. Is that play and that whole thing has gotten a lot of attention. But if he was having a Pat Mahomes level season, well, I shouldn't even say that because Pat Mahomes hasn't had his best year. But you know what I mean. If he was leading the league or a top 5 guy, no one would care about him doing that.
That was very Ric Flair-y.
What do you mean?
Leading the league.
Oh, sorry. Leading the league or whatever. Anyway, he's thrown for 958 yards this year on a 44% completion percentage. 4 touchdowns, 7 picks. Gross. Meanwhile, Joe Flacco comes in. He's only thrown for 700 yards in his limited time in the game.
7 touchdowns, 1 pick.
And a 65% completion percentage.
Guy.
Slightly better.
Flacco, my Cracko.
Yeah, you know what? You know you're going to have a game with Flacco where he's going to throw you 3 picks, and you're just going to have to live with that. He's going to keep you in a playoff hunt if you're the Colts. I don't know if this is permanent. I don't know if they're giving up on, Anthony Richardson at this point.
No, they're still saying he's the franchise quarterback.
Right, but they can go win. They can go make the playoffs now while he can still grow, develop, learn. We'll see how much they want to do that. But either way, that's what's happening with him.
What's coming up on Sunday?
What's that?
Jameis my anus.
Is that happening?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, he'll be playing.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, yes. Oh, you're saying for that team. No? The Colts aren't playing them.
No. I'm just saying, you got Flacco my Cracko.
Oh, and Jameis
and Jameis my anus. Both in action this weekend.
I was so confused. Texans, they're not confused. They have unfortunately had to rule out Stephon Diggs for the rest of the 24 season with a torn ACL. He went down during the game, non-contact injury. It did not look good when it happened. It has now officially not looked good because he is out for the rest of the year. So they're already without star wide receiver Nico Collins. He had a hamstring injury in week 4. He could potentially come back from that. But Diggs, of course, high-profile trade this offseason, getting him from the Bills. He had 5 catches for 81 yards in the game before exiting, but 47 catches, 500 yards, and 3 touchdowns in 8 games. And, of course, C.J. Stroud was the big reason they brought him in, to help out C.J. and give him a target. Now that's not going to happen for the rest of this year. So at least he won't have the sideline blow up this year when he's not getting the ball, because he can't get it because he's on the shelf for now. Packers quarterback Jordan Love, they've done tests on his groin because he left the game in the Packers win over Jacksonville with an issue with his groin. However, tests on Monday revealed no significant damage. It is considered a strain, so they are saying his availability for this weekend will be about how he feels and how he progresses throughout the week, but there is a chance he could play this week. He definitely does not seem like he will have a long-term situation here, but they're going to have to manage that. You don't want to have that get worse.
What's wrong with him?
Groin. Yeah, strained groin.
Groin.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
right.
We talked about Stephon Diggs, Trayvon Diggs, also having some issues, but with the media this week.
Groin?
No. Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy said that confronting a television reporter after the Cowboys lost to the Niners was an example of the team's frustration with its 3-4 record, but the Trayvon Diggs has to be better. He said, quote, "I always talk about staying on a high road. That's part of our responsibility in this business. I'm not ignorant or naive to the fact that this generation, that's part of the world they live in, the social media world. You have to manage that." What he's talking about, there was a TV reporter from Dallas who had said during the game, what is Trayvon Diggs doing on this play exactly? Because it looked like he was out of position. Trayvon Diggs took offense to that and then said, "You don't know anything about the game," got into an argument with him. The reporter said, "I'd love for you to explain it to me. Tell me where I'm wrong. Show me what I'm wrong with." And then he stormed away, and that was that.
Well, hey, remember those drug commercials from the 80s?
Which ones?
Where the little kid's like, "I learned it from watching you."
Yeah.
He's got a dumb owner and GM who goes on the radio station, blames everybody else, and starts throwing his mouth around.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
What precedent do you set?
That's the organization. That's top to bottom. That's how it goes. Meanwhile, the Giants are saying they plan to start Deonte Banks at corner on Sunday. He was benched during their loss last night to the Steelers. Brian Daboll said, quote, he will start. Also said that Daniel Jones will remain the starter against the Commanders. It's good news for the Commanders, I guess. Banks was a first-round pick from the 2023 draft, but he was pulled during the loss because of effort/performance. And this is the 3rd time this year where he has come under fire for questionable play. But they said, don't worry, we believe in him. We're going to throw him back out there. So prepare your wagers accordingly.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Bone.
You're welcome, man.
Ryan Day with his weekly presser today. You will hear from the coach coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're going to find traffic is moving slow on southbound 270 on the east outer belt between Main Street and I-70. And things are also slow on westbound 670 between 71 and 3rd Street. This report is sponsored by LifeLock. As Cybersecurity Awareness Month wraps up, remember to update your software to fix security issues that identity thieves exploit to steal personal info. And for comprehensive identity theft protection, choose LifeLock. Start your 30-day free trial today at lifelock.com/cybersafety. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
So are you that person? The one who's been buying over-the-counter insoles just to make whatever shoes you wear cushy? Yep, that was me. Hey, it's Anthony. And before I went to the Good Feet store, my back would kill me if I was on my feet for any serious amount of time. I was told about the Good Feet store's 3-step arch support system. Once I tried them in my shoes, I instantly felt more supported, and honestly, my feet felt aligned perfectly for the first time in forever. And they're fit to me personally. And it's not just comfort. My Good Feet store arch supports are designed to balance and strengthen my feet. They've made such a difference in my life. The Good Feet store has helped many people relieve their pain, obviously me included. No waiting required. Good Feet arch supports are immediately available. Bring in your favorite shoes to the Good Feet store, and they'll personally fit you to ensure your comfort. Go ahead. Take a free test walk today. Good Feet products are proudly made in the USA. They're on Polaris Parkway and on Stringtown Road in Grove City or goodfeet.com.
Looking for a trusted heating and cooling company? James Laurinaitis here for Custom Air. When I come home from a football game, I know that I'm walking into comfort. That's because Custom Air is on my team. When Custom Air does my semi-annual maintenance checkup, I trust them to spot any issues early on, so it'll save me money down the road. Don't let your HVAC call for a timeout this season. Tackle fall and winter like a pro. Go to customairco.com and schedule your maintenance today. Custom solutions, custom comfort, Custom Air.
Hey, what's up? It's Bone. Guys, listen up. How many of you out there have been diagnosed with sleep apnea? Maybe your partner can't tolerate your snoring every night, and you can't stand your CPAP machine. The good news is there are alternatives to the CPAP machine, and Dr. Mark Levy is here to change your sleep and your life. Trust me, your significant other will thank you later. Dr. Mark Levy can customize an oral appliance that opens your airways, helps you breathe better, and stops your snoring. It's quick and comfortable and an alternative to those bulky, loud CPAP machines you always hear about. For over 15 years, Dr. Mark Levy has led the way when it comes to treating snoring and sleep apnea, and now he's expanding his practice to better serve his patients with a brand new location in Marysville. Yeah, Marysville. If you're snoring and waking up all of Marysville or wherever you live and not sleeping, call Dr. Mark Levy's office today. And as the end of the year approaches, a lot of people have exceeded medical deductibles, which means less out of pocket for you. Don't delay. Schedule your appointment today with Dr. Mark Levy at 1-800-MORE-SLEEP. You can also check him out online, sleepbettercolumbus.com, and now sleepbettermarysville.com.
Bernie Marino faced multiple lawsuits claiming discrimination against employees.
2 accused him of gender and age discrimination, and the 3rd accuses him of race discrimination. Marino was sued for failing to pay overtime wages.
At some point in life, we've all experienced that boss. You know, the boss you hope you never work for again. Well, Bernie Moreno is that boss. Bernie Moreno was sued for discriminating against his employees. Like a woman he belittled for being a single mom, and a black man demoted from his position as manager after raising concerns he was being paid less than his white co-workers. And Bernie Moreno was caught failing to pay his employees the overtime they earned. And then Moreno shredded evidence to try and cover it up. A judge ordered Moreno to pay $400,000 to former workers. Yes, Bernie Moreno is that boss. And he most certainly shouldn't be our senator.
I'm Sherrod Brown running for Senate. I approve this message.
Paid for by friends of Sherrod Brown.
Hey, it's Common Man and T-Bone. We've got an appearance coming up at our favorite place to do all our banging, Hollywood Casino Columbus.
We're going to be live Friday, November 1st at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook inside the casino for the top 5 matchup in Happy Valley.
Plus, you can win tickets to the big college football game in Columbus featuring our friends from the Hoosier State on November 23rd. We're giving those away this Friday.
The key is Friday. Come or you're dead to us. Must be 21 years or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Paul Keels. Head coach Ryan Day with his weekly press conference today saying that the status of injured left tackle Zen Mahalski unknown at this time. Also, the safety Lathan Ranson, who missed last Saturday's game, will practice this week. And as the Buckeyes get ready for Penn State, Coach Day talking about how it's obvious the offense needs to improve.
You know, we have to make sure that we're establishing runs, we're staying effective, and then again, converting on third down, because the more at bats you have during the drive, the better you're going to be.
Columbus Crew at home with the New York Red Bulls tonight in the first in their best-of-3 playoff series. Match scheduled to start at 6:45 at Lower.com Field. And it's Game 4 of the World Series. The L.A. Dodgers with a 3-0 lead facing the Yankees in New York tonight. This update brought to you by Valley Ford of Columbus. Bronco, Explorer, Mustang, Mach-E, and more. Ride into autumn with Valley Ford of Columbus. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Back when I was banging, this show slapped. Whatever the hell that means. You're listening to Common Man and T-Bone.
You'll hear from Ryan Day coming up in a moment. Here is something that I never thought I would say.
Okay.
I read an article in the New York Times today about the modern appeal of Perfect Strangers and its uplifting theme song.
Yeah, Perfect Strangers.
Yeah, good. I loved Perfect Strangers, Kos and Larry, Balgi Bartakamus. I loved it all. But I frequently say on this show, and I'm saying this to help us, because I feel like sometimes we get, and I'm this way too, you get sort of down in the mud about how everything today is just so horrible, and we have to go back to some golden age that never existed. Right? How many times have we heard people talking about the good old days?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm here to tell you, it was never a good old days. Your perspective was different because of the stage of life that you were in, right? For the adults of tomorrow, today, like 2024, there's so much hate and blah, blah, blah. For someone out there, for a large portion of the population, this is going to be the good old days.
Yeah.
Because this is when they were kids and running around and it was fun. And remember that? And we're sitting around saying, it's never been worse. So I'm reading this article in the New York Times about how Perfect Strangers represents this time in the past that people want to hold on to, where families after dinner would gather around the television set and watch silly shows like Perfect Strangers together. All right. Now, this is what we've done. We've taken that time. We've said, that's the time.
Right.
Families would gather together. Now everybody's on their phones. Nobody cares. They're all going to travel soccer, right?
Right.
But back then, in 1987, all you heard from the older people was, look at these families after dinner sitting around and watching TV.
Yes.
They're not even talking anymore. They're just, what are you watching, a show about meepos?
Right.
This is ridiculous. Perspective changes.
Oh, yeah. And I'm sure some of the people who were saying that were saying, when I was younger, yeah, we might gather around, but we listened to the radio. We would hear a radio program. You had to use your imagination, had to use your mind. You know, you couldn't just blindly eat a TV dinner in front of the couch with your family and then watch as some goobers hung around for half an hour and made, very silly but very basic jokes. They would say, no, you got to go back to when I was a kid. Yeah, because mom and dad were the ones making the dinner. Mom and dad were the ones going and making sure the house was in order and getting the job to pay the bills. Then you listened to the radio and you got to do that. That's why that would seem good to you. And there were probably people back then in the 40s when people listened to the radio and gathered around that, or the 30s, who said, well, you know what, though? This is nothing like back when, before that, where people were just sitting around listening to the radio. We used to read books. You know, there's always something you can point to.
I was making my daughter lunch today, and I got a little Uncrustable, right, out of the freezer. It's a good little parent hack
Just like an NFL player. She loves an Uncrustable.
She loves an Uncrustable. Daddy, what's your favorite Uncrustable when you were a kid? They didn't have Uncrustables when I was a kid. She looked at me like I said I went on a horse and buggy to school. You didn't have Uncrustables. How did you live? And I found myself saying, well, back in my day. But then I realized I hate that. I hate it. My father-in-law, they were sitting around a table recently talking about how back in our day, we'd go out at 7 o'clock in the morning and we wouldn't come back till it was dinner time and nobody cared. Now these kids are inside all the time. All right, let's break that down, geezers. First of all, neither one of you had air conditioning in the house in the summertime, which is probably why you didn't want to hang around the house. Also, you had parents that didn't care what you were doing.
No.
Okay?
I hope you make it back.
Between the two of you, how many times did either of your fathers told you that they ever loved you? Oh, 0? Okay. Yes,
Right.
Those are the good old days. I was off last week. I go pick up my daughter at school. She had an activity after school, some sort of art, drawing, whatever it is. So I go pick her up. It's 4:30, and I'm waiting out there, and I look around and I realize it's all dads out there.
Oh.
All dads are waiting on the kids. Back when I was banging, I could ask my dad when I was in 6th grade, Dad, where is my school? He wouldn't be able to tell me. Like, I'd have to give him directions. Dad, this is where my school is. Turn left here. Here's all these dads standing around. Now, the world has changed. People's schedules have changed. My father was working different hours than most of these other dads picking up people at school. But what I'm saying is, dads never showed up at my school.
Right.
Ever. And yet, here they are.
But you know what? There are people who probably look at that as a negative who think, like,
what's the negative
why are
there?
all these dads not out there grinding for 14-hour days? What now? They're working these jobs where they can get off the Zoom call and drive over to their kids' school and pick them up.
They can ask them about their day and be attentive.
That seems like a good thing, but I'm quite sure there are people who hate that, who are like, no, those dads should be, I don't know, whatever they think the dad should be doing.
Back in my day.
Right, and it's like, no.
There's no back in my day.
There's no perfect time. There are good and bad things that happen in every era of life. And to your point, yeah, like when I was growing up, my parents were very involved at the school. My dad was at a lot of things. My dad kept score for our basketball teams, junior high and high school. So I saw him in a lot of things, But my dad also, he did that despite having a full-time job. I also remember my dad being pretty tired after all that. We didn't have a lot of, after those games, we couldn't have a lot of heart-to-hearts because everyone was exhausted. Everyone had had a full day. So even if you did those things back then, or if you're doing them now, there are sacrifices you're making. There's good and there's bad with it. And there's nothing, I'm just saying, there's no perfect time where we could go back to.
There's no perfect time. And I'm not even blaming those people because they were doing the best that they could.
Yes.
Right? They probably did better than their parents.
Yeah, there's no shame or hatred in that.
Our kids are going to grow up and do things differently than we do them. And that's all right. What I'm trying to say to you is that there was never a good time. This has always sucked. Just our perspective changed.
Right.
That's all.
Well, and you know what? If you like Perfect Strangers, to bring it back around, that's great. It doesn't mean that you've discovered something that was from a bygone era where things were simpler. It means you've discovered something that people liked in the 80s. You know what else people liked in the 80s? Cocaine. Would we say that that's a good old days? I don't think so. There's good and bad from every walk of life.
Trust me. My daughter's going to grow up. We think everything's terrible. I do this too. Everything's terrible now. She's going to grow up and say, when I was a kid, I think it was around 2024, my mom would put Shake It Off on in the car, and we would just sing and have fun. And kids don't do that anymore. Whatever happened to Taylor Swift? What happened to her?
There's going to be people who will wax nostalgic about, I remember sitting in a Ticketmaster queue for 4 hours at my job waiting for Taylor Swift tickets to come available so I might be able to pay thousands of dollars to see her in a football arena.
I sold my kidney on the black market to go watch Taylor Swift?
People aren't going to concerts. That'll be the thing, right? It'll be, people don't go to concerts anymore. We used to stand out all day waiting for a concert. Right. Things change. Concerts change. Life changes. Roll with it.
All right, Ryan Day. Steve Winwood. Roll with it.
Yeah. Ryan
Day on the mood of the team this week.
What a unbelievable opportunity right here. I mean, this is a chance to go to Indianapolis is on the line, and our guys are excited about playing in this game. I think the defense got a lot of confidence coming off of last week, the way that they played and creating TFLs and winning the game in the fourth quarter. I thought they were flying around, and so if we can get the offense playing the way it has in the past, combined with the way we played on defense this past week, then that's what we're looking for in this game.
All right, that glitch just proves, because it's what I'm told by the conspiracy people theory. It's not like, the audio had a problem or the video had a problem. If there's some sort of weird effect that we can't explain, it's because Ryan Day is exposing himself as a true shapeshifter.
Oh, well, there we go.
He is a lizard shapeshifter.
Breaking news.
Who is in league with government officials.
That's got to be the answer. That's what it is. That's probably why the offense wasn't humming last week.
All right, Penn State, Drew Aller, their starting quarterback's got a knee saying he could be a game-time decision. So Ryan Day says they're prepping for 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah, we'll prepare for, both guys being healthy and ready to go. And, they both bring different things to the table, but both are very effective in what they do. So, we'll go based on what we've seen and what's on the film. But, yeah, we have to know who's in the game.
The thing that, that was a late whip right there.
They got to leave it in. They got to get the actual, it's stuttering. Uh-oh.
Shapeshifter, lizard person.
Yeah.
Buckeyes were 1 for 10 on 3rd down against Nebraska. I'm going to say that's not good. Ryan Day says that's not good.
Could convert on 3rd down and keep drives going so you have more plays, because we didn't have very many plays. So when you do the math on it, you only have that many plays, the numbers are going to look the way they do. So, we'll always try to figure out ways to get the ball to our best players.
Ryan Day did say,
hang on.
I'm going rapid fire, baby.
They're 1 for 10. They were 1 for 10 on 3rd down because they didn't have enough plays. You had 10 opportunities to convert on 3rd down.
No, he's saying the offense in general lost the time of possession and had fewer plays because they couldn't stay on the field on 3rd down.
My bad. I thought it was, we went 1 for 10 because we didn't have enough time with the ball. It's like, you had 10 times to convert 3rd downs.
Yes,
Fair
and
enough.
he's saying that's not good enough. We need to stay on the field.
That's fine.
Ryan Day says defense was better.
I thought we played with more precision. I think we got lined up faster. I thought we played with better pad level. I thought we played faster. Just everything about it was crisper to me than it was certainly in the Oregon game.
Well, good. I'm glad it was better after 2 weeks off playing at home in front of a crowd that wanted to see something. I'm glad. Again, it should have been. The defense played the way I expected after 2 weeks off after a close loss on the road. I wish the running game had shown up in the same way.
Here is Ryan Day talking about the running game.
Well, the biggest thing was obviously the 3rd downs. When you go 1 for 10, you can't keep drives alive. You can't control the game, and that's how it goes. But I think a combination of things. I don't think we were always ID'd correctly, and Zen did get beat on a few of them there, but it wasn't just him. There were some other things that were mixed in there, but in Chip, I think we ran it double, twice as much as we threw it in the game, and so we were looking to establish the run. But when you can't convert on the 3rd downs, the 3rd and shorts, then you can't get drives going. You can't wear down defense. So we've got to convert on 3rd down.
Now, why did that soundbite sound like he was on the toilet?
I don't know.
And everything else sounded fine.
I don't know. We got that from a different place, different microphone, placed somewhere else in the room. All right. We're going to have one that's actually located in his shirt. So it'll actually just the whole time or just hear his body hair rustling around as he talks.
My guy.
Mm-hmm. He's a hairy mank.
We think he is.
I think he is.
But
I'm pretty sure he is.
I don't know.
No, I think
What if he's just smooth everywhere else? He can grow the beard in 2 seconds. For example, Timmy Hall cannot grow any facial hair to save his life.
Yeah.
Right? But the rest of him, very hairy.
Very? He has a hairy chest?
If you look at, no, not chest, but below the equator.
But that's not the rest of him.
If you look at Timmy's legs and thighs, and I've inspected them.
Yeah.
They are very hairy.
Bursting with hair.
Harry and the Hendersons. He's a wolf man.
I'm saying I think Ryan Day has a hairy chest, hairy shoulders, hairy back.
He's smooth. He's smooth everywhere else.
There's only one way to find out.
What's that?
Go on vacation with him. Take him to a beach. He's not going to wear a shirt.
He doesn't take his clothes off.
He wears a European swimsuit. I'm quite certain. Yeah, he does.
He's
wearing
banana hammock with
sure. That's what he wears. But he's on vacation. Let him live. Why are you judging him? Don't judge him.
I'm not. I applaud him.
Good.
Fat Boy Food Tap. Coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a 5-minute delay due to some police activity that's blocking the left lane. If you're on northbound 270 on the east outer belt near Hamilton Road, it is stop and go from East Broad Street. And we also have stop and go traffic on westbound 670 between Grandview Avenue and I-70. This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Need to hire? You need Indeed. Their end-to-end solution helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all year round. Schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from your Indeed dashboard. Learn more by visiting Indeed.com/credit. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Green & Sons. Family owned and operated for over 45 years. Green & Sons will help you find your next Kubota tractor. Located in Mount Sterling and north of Marysville. And online at greensons.com.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change will help ease your oil change-anxiety. Picture expert technicians who are quick but not rushed. When you hear the bell, breathe in, And out. Now, let go of your oil change-anxiety. Visit Valvoline Instant Oil Change today and find automotive peace. No appointment needed.
If you're struggling with ED or your performance is down and your belly fat is growing, listen up. You've got one life. Now is the time to act.
At the Columbus Men's Clinic, we're not just healthcare, we're your secret weapon. Don't wait another day. Here's why you need to act right now.
Every moment you delay, your condition could worsen. It's not just about sex, it's about your heart, your relationship, your life.
The Columbus Men's Clinic has over 10 years of proven results for low testosterone and increasing drive, energy level, and performance. We've introduced ED and enhancement treatments so exclusive, you'll wonder why you waited.
Procrastination is the thief of time. When it comes to your sexual health, you can't afford to wait. Join the League of Gentlemen who've walked out of our doors with a swagger.
Call the Columbus Men's Clinic at 614-300-7400 or visit columbusmensclinic.com. Book your $99 male performance consultation now, including blood work. Call 614-300-7400 or visit columbusmensclinic.com. The Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
Get your X to the Lodge for the freshest menu additions. Spice up your wing order with new sauces featuring the chicken tikka or spicy chili crisp. Or try our famous flatbreads with the backyard barbecue brisket or chicken tikka. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Hey there, friends. It's Bo Bishop here. The Fan and High Bank Distillery have partnered to release 3 exclusive whiskey barrel picks, which you can try out with me on Tuesday, November 12th at High Bank in Grandview. Tickets benefit the Third and Goal Foundation, helping veterans and their families. Bo Bishop here. Join us for the Make a Difference Gala, High Bank Distillery, November 12th. It's bourbon, food, and fun with Brady Quinn, Bobby Carpenter, and me. The gala benefits the Third and Goal Foundation, making a difference in the lives of veterans. Get your tickets today at 971thefan.com. 21 or older. Please drink responsibly.
Get out there and have some fun in a new Toyota truck. Now through November 4th, get 1.9 APR financing or $2,000 customer cash on a new 24 Tundra. Excludes TRD Pro. Or lease a Tacoma SR Double Cab for $319 a month for 36 months with $32.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Nobody builds better trucks than Toyota. Let's go places.
Skyline is serving up special Halloween ways made with orange noodles this Wednesday and Thursday only. Stop in for Skyline Halloween ways or pick them up and take them home. October 30th and 31st only at participating Skyline restaurants while supplies last.
James Laurinaitis for Custom Air. Custom Air is devoted to quality, customer service, and trust. They are always there when you need them, and they deliver on what they promise. That's how they do things. It's the Custom Air way. Custom Air, custom solutions, custom comfort. CustomAirColumbus.com.
A vote for Sherrod Brown is a vote against Donald Trump. Sherrod Brown has spent 31 years in Washington, D.C., backing radical liberal policies.
Late-term partial birth abortion, where the baby is partially delivered alive. Trans biological men in girls' sports and bathrooms. Puberty blockers and even sex change surgery for children. Amnesty for 11 million illegal immigrants.
Brown's liberal policies are the opposite of the Trump agenda, and Brown would oppose Trump at every turn. To undo the damage of the last 4 years, President Trump and Ohio need Republican Bernie Moreno in the Senate. 6 more years of Sherrod Brown? He's for they, them, not you. Sherrod Brown has let us down. He's way too liberal for Ohio.
Senate Leadership Fund paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. www.senateleadershipfund.org.
Low energy, brain fog, or bloating? Your body might need a detox. Active Liver from New Nordic makes it easy to help your liver detox your body all year long without major changes to your diet or lifestyle.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Temperatures near 80 degrees on this Tuesday. A bit breezy out there with bright skies and dry weather. Overnight, we'll keep it mild down to the upper 50s with partly cloudy skies and breezy conditions on Wednesday morning. A little windy but warm again on Wednesday with some sunshine and highs near 80 degrees. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
ESPN Bet is the official sports book of Common Man and T-Bone. On your phone or in person at Hollywood Casino Columbus. The Fan.
Best known for their contributions to the fast food breakfast world. This is Man and Bone.
Common Man and T-Bone brought to you by the Hinder Motor Company. Rapid Fire coming up at 4:34. Game show in the 5 o'clock hour. What's the game, Boner?
This week we are doing candy trivia in honor of Halloween this weekend. We're going to do some trivia about candy. Who doesn't love candy?
Bob Taylor.
Oh, yeah. Bob Taylor, our production guy, does not like candy. He does not
Nothing
like sweet. He can't handle sweet things.
Oh, he likes sweet tarts, though. It's
Does he?
chocolate, yeah. He can't do chocolate.
No. That's wrong. It's all sweet things.
He loves sweet tarts.
How is that pie? He won't eat tomato sauce because he thinks it's too sweet.
Yeah, there's been times where he is like a food item has been brought in like a savory dish and he'll go, oh, it has this on it? That's too sweet. I don't eat that.
He eats sweet tarts?
I had no idea.
I'm telling you.
I have known this guy for 21 years. I've never seen him eat a sweet tart.
Yeah. He used to have them in his studio all the time, and he would eat the sweet tarts. That was the only thing I ever saw him eat that was sweet. It was sweet tarts.
Well, Ted, I believe you. But what I'm saying is, like, if he didn't eat just chocolate, that would be one thing. But I promise you, if we bring in vanilla wafers, he's not going to eat those.
Yeah, you're right.
Because there's two, so I had no idea he had.
It's like the sweetest thing you can possibly
very
have.
Sugary, but there is the tartness gets you. There's a little, it does something.
Maybe he said they're good for his glands.
What?
Yeah, the sweet tarts, yeah.
That's what when I went to my gland guy, that's what he said. He was like, are you eating sweet tarts? I was like, no. He's like, that's why your glands are crap. That's why. They're all screwed up because of that.
Good for my sweetbreads. Isn't that, isn't that what that is?
Yeah, well, not ours.
Isn't it the gland of a chicken?
I didn't know it was that. I thought sweetbreads was like a term for just all the innards of things. No?
I think if you see sweetbreads, I think it's chicken gland. Something in the neck.
That's called gizzards. That's what that is.
No, but it's different from gizzard. What's sweetbread?
I'm looking it up right here. Sweetbread is a culinary name for the thymus,
gland,
called the throat, gullet, or neck sweetbread, or pancreas, typically from a calf.
Oh, calf, not chicken?
Not chicken. It's beef.
Sorry.
Sweetbreads.
I didn't know. I have had them.
And?
They were deep fried. I didn't have a problem with it.
Why do we call them sweetbreads if they are glands from a cow?
Because that was probably not on the marketing brochure. They probably tried that and said, would you like this cow gland? They said, no. How about if we call it sweetbreads?
No, let me tell you, marketing can only go so far. If I go to a place and they're like, have some sweetbreads, and I go, great, and I'm expecting sweet bread products, and then they give me gland, I go, well, I'm never coming back here again, because they don't apparently know what words mean. Sweetbreads? You can go to hell. That's disgusting.
Common Man and T-Bone have very little value unless they're telling you about all the crap they can shove in your mouth so you can die quicker. It's time for Fat Boy Food Tip. Wait, how do you want me to say it? Tip? This is dumb. I quit.
All right, Bone, what do you got?
All right, couple things. One, McDonald's had a big issue last week with E. coli. Reported at some restaurants. This was 75 cases of this were reported in 13 states, with 2 customers developing a condition that can lead to kidney failure, according to the FDA. Now, apparently the McDonald's restaurants that were affected, there were over 900 restaurants affected, which is roughly 20% of all McDonald's restaurants in the U.S. They have now gone back to serving the food item that caused this. The item that apparently every person said they had eaten that caused this was the Quarter Pounder. There before you get all worked up,
it's not the beef, it's the onions.
Yeah, the onions were the thing that got them. And apparently most of these restaurants were out west. Colorado, Kansas, and Wyoming, all McDonald's locations in those restaurants had to remove this from their menu. Plus, a variety of restaurants in Idaho, Iowa, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Mexico, Oklahoma, and Utah there were a lot of restaurants there that had to do this too. These were the dehydrated little onions that they put on. They rehydrate them. They put them on the burger. Those onions, they said, were contaminated. They traced this back to a facility that supplies that whole region with onions. Taylor Farms in Colorado Springs, their facility is now under investigation from the FDA. McDonald's has said, we're not serving anything from them. We've removed the onions from the burger until we can find another place to get onions from at these restaurants and source them appropriately. So, again, I don't think any of our restaurants noticed a difference or a change, but out west they did, and now they're saying the Quarter Pounder is back. minus the onions.
Bone, the most magical time of year is coming.
Mm-hmm.
That, of course, is Christmas. Even though it's the week of Halloween, my mother-in-law is somewhere putting up her Christmas tree right now. If you think I'm kidding, I'm not. And if you're a big Burger King fan, well, you can do what the baby Jesus would do. Buy a Burger King Advent calendar.
Oh, yes.
Yes, they're selling them at Burger King's for the price of $19.54, which is an homage to the 1954, the year that they invented the Whopper.
Okay,
all right?
sure.
The BK Advent calendar, I'm sorry, it becomes available November 22nd. I don't know why I said now.
Okay, so you've got a little time to get ready for
November 22nd. It's decorated with seasonal art and emblazoned with the saying, the most Whopperful time of the year.
Each drawer has a fully cooked Whopper, and every morning you will open it up and take out an even soggier and grosser Whopper as you get closer to Christmas.
The calendar's dozen drawers have Burger King relevant items that collectively are worth more than $100.
Oh.
So you pay $19.54 for the calendar, but you're getting $100 value in like coupons and free crap.
Oh, it's okay. So they have little coupons and things you can go redeem at Burger King. Is that what it is? That's good.
Burger King is keeping the full list of items housed in the Advent calendar a surprise, but you can expect everything from cozy comfort to festive flair.
Okay.
Nods to favorite items like chicken fries and the Whopper. Well, I guess so it's merch in there.
Oh, all right. Nice.
All right.
Well, that's all right. Okay. I'll be willing to see if I can get one of those. I'd check that out.
It's just, it's another example of Burger King giving us what the true meaning of Christmas is.
That's right.
Reminding us what it is.
That's right. Standing in line at a fast food place to get their Advent calendar, which has marketing materials in it.
I have no problem with it.
By the way, you're all ready to Christmas. Halloween is this week. Once again, we're just forgetting about the holiday that always gets forgotten about this time of year, and that is Thanksgiving. Well, the people at Popeyes are not forgetting you. They have a Cajun turkey that you can order from Popeyes this year. You will get it. And I like this. This is it's hand rubbed and infused with their signature blend of Louisiana seasonings. Cajun style turkey is delivered to your door pre-cooked. All you have to, it's frozen, but it's been cooked. So all you have to do is thaw it, heat, and serve it.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to cook it as long as you would cook a turkey traditionally. They say this Cajun style turkey feeds approximately 8 to 12 people. Well, if we're relying on restaurant serving sizes for that, it might feed a family of 4 to 6 is my guess, but your mileage may vary.
Far be it for me to criticize the reliability of Popeyes. I'm a longtime fan. I actually went this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Thought, well, you can't screw up my order if I order from the kiosk at the front of the store.
Right.
And not, nothing gets lost in translation there.
Sure.
The whole order was wrong.
The whole thing.
There was like a couple things that were right. Most of it was wrong. I have a little hashtag in my house that we use. Hashtag that's so Popeyes. They once gave me a chicken sandwich with no chicken in it. Look, if Popeyes lets you down on a regular Tuesday, you shrug your shoulders, say, well, I guess I lost today. And then you come back the next day and hopefully they get it right. But if you're depending on Popeyes for your Thanksgiving meal, don't do that.
Well,
you're going to ruin Thanksgiving.
Okay, here's the thing. You can order it now. I just checked this. You can order one for $54.99. That's how much they cost. And then you can go pick it up at a Popeyes, or they'll deliver it to you.
Oh, yeah, I count on them to deliver.
But you can get it, now, and then freeze it. It's frozen. You can keep it in the freezer.
That's a good idea. Get it now.
Yeah.
Don't wait till the week of.
No. And then it says the preparation is you thaw it for 72 hours in your fridge. So, and then you cook it. So
you warm it. It's already cooked.
Well, yeah, warm it. That's right. But I'm saying you have to give it time anyway. So order it now. Do the preferred method of thawing it out and cooking it or warming it, and you've got turkey from Popeyes for Thanksgiving.
I'm sure if you actually get the turkey,
I may actually order
delicious.
one of these. We're hosting Thanksgiving. I may add one of these to the list because I want some Popeyes turkey.
I like anything that's hand rubbed.
Same here, buddy.
Hand rubbed with Cajun seasoning.
Tell me more.
Rapid fire coming up. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're looking at a 10-minute delay if you're on eastbound 70 on the east side between James Road and 270. And watch out for an accident that's blocking the left lane on eastbound 670 before 3rd Street. It's causing a 15-minute delay and stop-and-go traffic from 33. This report is sponsored by Audible. Why not escape the traffic with Audible? Immerse yourself in new worlds, stories, and ideas with an incredible selection of audiobooks, podcasts, and originals. There's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Whiskey War by High Bank Distillery. Drink local. Drink High Bank.
Hello. I am a serious announcer hired to deliver a serious announcement. Get an Apex Pros winter tune-up for your furnace right now for only $29. Notice we are simply giving you the facts. Just $29 to make sure your furnace is ready for the upcoming Ohio winter. We know how you enjoy our usual fun and funny commercials. Hello? Beg pardon? Well, I see no reason to bring my mother into this. Good day to you, sir. Where was I? Oh, yes. A $29 tune-up will make sure your furnace runs safely and warmly all winter. That's serious. I'm serious. That's why we're not doing the usual that you've come to expect from Apex Pros. None of this or this nonsense. $29 for a furnace tune-up from Apex Pros. The pros who knows? Knows? Is that really how you say it? The pros who...
Apex Pros, the official plumber of the Columbus Blue Jackets. ApexPros.com.
Hey, it's Common Man and T-Bone. We've got an appearance coming up at our favorite place to do all our banging, Hollywood Casino Columbus.
We're going to be live Friday, November 1st at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook inside the casino for the top 5 matchup in Happy Valley.
Plus, you can win tickets to the big college football game in Columbus featuring our friends from the Hoosier State on November 23rd. We're giving those away this Friday.
The key is Friday. Come or you're dead to us. Must be 21 years or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change will help ease your oil change-anxiety. Picture an oil change that's quick, not rushed. When you hear the bell, feel yourself becoming light as a feather. Now, let go of your oil change-anxiety. Visit Valvoline Instant Oil Change today. No automotive worry, no appointment needed.
Morning Juice.
Because hope is not a strategy. Hoping things get better. It's not going to fix it for yourself. So make sure you take those losses, figure out how to turn them into wins.
Morning Juice.
Sponsored by Affinity Whole Health.
Weekday mornings at 6. The Fan.
Hey, it's Anthony. If you want to make the best deal in town on a new Honda, make sure you visit my friends at Germain Honda of Dublin. They're on Sawmill Road, just south of 270. And Rich tells me you're going to get 1.90% APR up to 60 months on most new 24s and 25 Hondas. They'll give you the details. Of course, you'll get same-day service, no appointment needed. And how about an extra $1,000 for your trade if you have a 2014 or newer vehicle? All with the great people at Germain Honda of Dublin.
We've seen it before. Politicians and lobbyists playing games, drawing voting maps to keep power in their hands, not ours. Courts have ruled Ohio's voting districts unconstitutional 7 times, while our communities have been left out again and again. But this November, you have a chance to change that with Issue 1. Issue 1 will make it illegal for politicians to manipulate voting districts for themselves or their own party. Instead, it creates an open, transparent process where a diverse group of citizens, not politicians, will draw the lines. No more backroom deals, no more gerrymandering, just fairer maps that represent our communities. Issue 1 gives you and me the power to ensure everyone's vote counts. This is about real change, a chance to end the games and make our voices heard. So vote yes on Issue 1, fair representation, and power to the people. Paid for by citizens, not politicians.
Open a Platinum Rewards Visa at Kemba Financial Credit Union and secure super low everyday rates so you can pay down debt faster. Apply now at Kemba.org to unlock 2% cash back on purchases for a limited time and pay 0% interest for a full year on balance transfers plus exclusive perks. Restrictions apply. Offer ends October 31st, 2024.
Skyline is serving up special Halloween ways made with orange noodles this Wednesday and Thursday only. Stop in for Skyline Halloween ways or pick them up and take them home October 30th and 31st only at participating Skyline restaurants while supplies last.
Attention, small business or sole proprietors. Do you want to save money on health care for your business? Be able to cover your employees with the best dental, doctors, and hospitals? Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter for the SACA Benefit Plan. Nearly 100,000 members strong in the state of Ohio. The SACA Benefit Plan is administered by Anthem and could be right for you. Small businesses, visit 844-medohio.com. That's medohio.com. The SACA Benefit Plan could be right for you. Visit 844-medohio.com.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Yes, we tried unplugging and then plugging them back in. It didn't help. This is Man and Bone.
Happy Tuesday. Tonight at 6 o'clock, it's Buckeye Roundtable. 2 big hours of Buckeye conversation. Skip Mossick, Paul Keels, Jim Lachey, and Coach John Cooper tonight.
There you go.
Right here on The Fan. Right now, though. You ready, Teddy?
No.
That's good.
Hey, Teddy.
Yeah.
This ain't one of them.
No, it's not.
We already knew.
Rapid fire.
Rapid fire.
Sponsored by Custom Air. Custom Air. Custom Solutions. Custom Comfort.
All right, Teddy, rapid fire number 1.
What's the most important thing this Buckeye team needs to be better at if they want to win the rest of their games?
Stay on the field on third down. Run the ball with more consistency. Get better, consistent offensive line play.
Okay, Remmer, you got to pick one.
Stop the run on defense.
You're just reading all the things.
Get pressure on the quarterback when you're rushing 4.
I got one.
What?
Here's a rapid fire for you. Have some fire in your belly. How about that's what you need to get better at? Yeah, just looking across the way and seeing a guy and be like, I got to take that dude. I got to take him on.
That's so easy.
No, it's
He's
not.
like, yeah, you need fire. It's like you also need just to execute better.
Yeah, but you do that if you got some fire in your belly and you're actually paying attention to what you're doing. Yeah. Focus, attention to detail. Let's go.
Rapid fire number 2.
What type of candy will you be giving out to trick-or-treaters?
I do the full-size bars in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
I got the full-size bars. I do some Snickers, some Twix, and a variety of Reese's products.
Oh, that's very thoughtful of you.
Yes.
We just get the mixed bags that have, I mean, I scoped one of them out. They appear to have Reese's peanut butter cups. They have Kit Kats in them. I think Snickers are in there. So we got a good mix. We're good.
Teddy, what do you give out at the house? Popcorn balls?
No. Usually a mix of like, Snickers and Reese's. But then we also have the peanut.
Yeah, you got to do that. That's right.
Well.
Got to have that stuff.
So you have.
If you're weak, I have no tolerance for you.
Not weak.
Get out of here.
It's an allergy. What are you supposed to do?
Come on.
Mind over matter, Bone.
Yeah.
Now, I will say this. We did have a neighbor last year that mixed it up a little bit. And usually I'm not a fan of mixing it up on Halloween. Give the kids what they want. You play the hits.
Okay.
Right? However, last year they were handing out little things of Pringles.
Oh,
and I got to tell you.
That's wonderful.
It was a nice little change.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
I think that's a good mix. I've seen a few houses do that. I think it's good. As long as those kids don't start rifling those, back at you, then you're.
Why would they? They're Pringles. They're delicious.
Have you met kids? People throw things. They just do it because they're kids.
All right.
Bored.
Rapid fire number 3.
Alrighty. If you were involved in a candy trade war, what candy do you keep no matter what, and what candy are you trying to get rid of?
Oh.
Now, if my daughter is answering this question, she would keep the Twix.
Okay.
And get rid of everything else.
Wow.
Like, that's the most
Twix
important thing for her is the Twix. For me, it's all the Reese's products. I love anything with peanut butter.
Same with Reese's for me on that. The one I'm getting rid of, though, is Twizzlers.
Oh, yeah. I hate Twizzlers.
There's other candies I don't like, but Twizzlers are just the ones I'm talking about. You can find them everywhere. Lots of people enjoy them. For me, if you want them, you can have them. I'll eat them, I guess, but they're not my favorite.
I don't like Twizzlers. Do people still give out like the Mary Janes and the generic caramely peanut butter things?
Oh, okay. I didn't know where we were going.
Mary
with that.
Jane Wanna?
Mary Jane's and Booger Sugar and what else?
No.
My friend Fent and all. What are you talking about?
Like the cheap candies.
I've never heard of Mary Jane.
We called it the grandma candy.
I'd never heard of Mary Jane's other than like what Ted's talking about. What is it?
Butterscotch?
Forget about it. Rapid fire number 4.
All right. Which horror movie character do you think you would have the best chance in defeating?
Michael Myers. I never understood why everybody was so scared of him. He just walked everywhere really slowly. You outrun him.
Can you kill him?
Well, if you keep moving, Like, he's not going to find you.
He does, though, doesn't he? Isn't that the whole thing?
No,
he just keeps showing up.
Because they're dumb. They all stay in the same town.
Oh, so
that's stupid.
He can't drive?
He may be able to drive, but my point is...
Okay. Oh, he does. Okay.
My point is, right, in the original, at least, he was just a demented kid who moves really slowly. Then as the movies went on, they made him into a supernatural guy where you couldn't kill him. But the real villain is Freddy Krueger. Because he gets you in your sleep. How are you supposed to stay awake?
Well, there's something you can do.
Sleep.
Yeah, you got to sleep, right? I think I haven't watched enough horror movies to know. I just feel like from a size standpoint, I feel like if the Chucky doll was nearby, I would just punt that thing into, like, I know they threw him in the fire and they've dunked him and he never goes away, right? He always comes back, but I feel like that's one that I could probably get away from.
What's your answer, Teddy?
I think I could take care of Gage and his X-Acto knife.
From Pet Sematary?
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
What would that sound like?
How you doing there, Gage? Going on to Pet Sematary. Although, the thing with Chucky and Gage, because they're so small, they can hide in places.
That's
like
true.
Mike Myers can't get you under the couch because he can't fit under the couch.
That's true.
I got news for you. Neither can I, just for what it's worth. It's not like I'd be hiding under there and be like, oh, yeah, I'll never find me here. It's like, well, it doesn't matter. Also, is Mike Myers, isn't that the thing where, like, let's say you escaped him for 10 years and you're like, well, I haven't seen that guy in a while. I guess I can finally forget about that. And then one night you're shutting the medicine cabinet in your bathroom and he's right behind you in the shower.
Right.
He doesn't give up.
Yeah.
Also, the actor Mike Myers makes you watch The Love Guru. He breaks into your house.
You remember when I was in all those Austin Powers movies? They let me do this afterwards and it was not nearly as good.
Rapid fire number 5.
Today is National Hermit Day. What's a place that you would enjoy going to and becoming a hermit for a while just to get away from everybody?
First of all, my wife calls me a hermit all the time.
Yes.
And the answer is my basement.
Okay.
That is where I go now. Basement.
What if you had to travel somewhere to do it? Like if you weren't going to, let's say, cop out on the answer.
Your basement. Any kind of
Copping
basement.
out.
I want to be underground.
I see. You know where I would go? Pacific Northwest. They have these things. They have them all over the place. They have them here too. But in the forest, they have fire towers where you climb up these steps and you're in a tower. There's a living space up there. But what you have to do is every day you get up and you check with binoculars to see if there's a forest fire going on. And then you tell people who need to know that, like, hey, here are the coordinates. Here's where it is. But that is, other than that, you really have no contact with anyone. So I'd have something to do every day. I'd be up in the mountains. No one could bother me. I could catch up on my reading. Yeah, I think I would do that. That's where
you
I
could
go.
do all those things?
Where's that?
My basement.
No. I don't want to be in your basement with you.
Oh, I got a good basement.
That's fine.
I got the booze down there.
How
I got
would I be a
huge
hermit?
TVs.
I'll bring all the booze and I'll bring a TV up to the fire of the watchtower. That's fine. I'll be up there.
There's no electricity up there.
I'll bring a generator. A little extension cord. We're good.
You one with nature. As you're cranking the generator.
I might need to watch a game every now and then. I'm not going to have it on all the time.
The squirrels come out like, who's this a-hole?
Listen,
It was quiet up here before this fat guy got here.
LeBron's going to retire someday. I got to watch his games. I got to see him while he's still here. That's all.
All right. A former Buckeye makes history. Details next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got an accident that's on the right shoulder of southbound 315 after King Avenue that's causing some backup. And watch out for a 10-minute delay on westbound 161 between Kitzmiller Road and Hamilton Road. This report is sponsored by Wendy's Breakfast Burrito. Wendy's Breakfast Burrito is everything you want for breakfast. Fresh cracked eggs, seasoned potatoes, American cheese, cheese sauce, bacon, or sausage, all rolled up into one warm tortilla. Want the boss of breakfast burritos? Gotta be Wendy's. At participating U.S. Wendy's. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Prime Sports. Download the Prime Sports Ohio app today or visit primesportsbook.com and use promo code JUSTSPORTS for a welcome bonus of up to $100.
What John Smiley, Chairman and CEO, wants you to know about First Bank of Central Ohio.
Our competitive advantage is the number of years we've been in Central Ohio and the fact that we're able to make decisions here locally that make sense for the client. At the end of the day, it's the ability for us to say, okay, what can we do to make your banking easier for you?
Experience what it's like to be first at fbcentralohio.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Trust him Will knows that you're likely celebrating a loved one's birthday this month.
because fall is the most popular birthday season in America. And Trust & Will celebrates by protecting what matters most. Trust & Will makes estate planning easy and affordable, designed by attorneys but customized by you. Visit trustandwill.com with offer code Columbus for 10% off. That's trustandwill.com, offer code Columbus. Trust & Will is an online service providing legal forms and information. It is not a law firm and is not a substitute for the advice of an attorney.
Scotty Vegas here. In November is Veterans Month, a time to celebrate and honor the heroes who have served our country. This November, Awaken 180 Weight Loss is showing their appreciation for active duty veterans and spouses by offering 15% off your entire Awaken 180 program. Free support for life included. It's a thank you for the sacrifices you've made protecting our freedoms and making this country what it is. This is a special. Awaken 180 has never offered a discount, ever. If this incentive can help turn your focus on you, your health, your goals, and your happiness, I say go for it. Do what I did and choose a solution for weight loss. So if you're active duty, a veteran, or a spouse of one, this month is about you. Celebrate Veterans Month with 15% off your Awaken 180 program. And as with all clients, receive free support for life after reaching your goals. Do what I did. And over 23,000 others have done. Take control at awaken180weightloss.com.
If you have an unhealthy obsession with the Blue Jackets, we have just the remedy. Join us Wednesday nights at 7 for the Inside Edge. All the Jackets and hockey conversation you can handle. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Shop Meijer this week for monster deals and spooky savings. Save on bulk Fuji or Gala apples, just 99 cents a pound. From creepy to just plain silly, our huge selection of Halloween costumes for the entire family are now 25% off. You'll be the favorite house on the block when you hand out Halloween snack or jumbo-sized candy. Buy 2 bags, get 1 free. And Halloween tree pails are only $1 each. Shop these frighteningly good deals and more in-store or in the Meijer app. Exclusions apply.
Hey, Ohio, Prime Sports has arrived. The only book where you can lay 108 instead of 110 on all your favorite teams. Football, baseball, basketball, hockey. Why would you risk more to win the same amount at another sports book? Download the Prime Sports Ohio app or visit our website, primesportsbook.com, and use promo code JUSTSPORTS to get a welcome bonus up to $100. And be a member of the Prime Sports family.
Terms and conditions apply. Visit website for details. Must be 21 or older and present in Ohio. If you or anyone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
A vote for Sherrod Brown is a vote against Donald Trump. Sherrod Brown has spent 31 years in Washington, D.C., backing radical liberal policies.
Late-term partial birth abortion, where the baby is partially delivered alive. Trans biological men in girls' sports and bathrooms. Puberty blockers and even sex change surgery for children. Amnesty for 11 million illegal immigrants.
Brown's liberal policies are the opposite of the Trump agenda, and Brown would oppose Trump at every turn. To undo the damage of the last 4 years, President Trump and Ohio need Republican Bernie Moreno in the Senate. 6 more years of Sherrod Brown? He's for they, them, not you. Sherrod Brown has let us down. He's way too liberal for Ohio.
Senate Leadership Fund paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. www.senateleadershipfund.org.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Federal Elite Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
No Desmond Howard death wishes since 2012. This is Man and Bone.
I understand that all of these things are kind of tailored to the individual.
Okay.
But I have my Twitter or X open.
Yeah, that's right.
Under the What's Happening section.
Okay.
I have Katie Tur. I don't know who that is, but she's trending.
I feel like I know the name.
The Bears. Maybe still talking about the Hail Mary?
I guess. Could be. Right.
And my personal favorite, Yoda with AIDS. Why? I don't know. Yoda.
Hold on a second.
With AIDS.
I don't know what his immune system is like, given that I'm not even sure what Yoda is. Like Yoda, we're talking Yoda from Star Wars.
I'm assuming it's not Bill Yoda. Yeah, Yoda from Star Wars.
Is that old Bill Yoda over there I see? Yeah. I'm just telling you, I don't even know what species Yoda was. I'm sure that is out there in the Star Wars lexicon, but I would think if the guy is a master Jedi who can handle the Force, wouldn't he be able to fix whatever? I mean, that's literally, they said it's your midichlorians in your body. How that, okay.
Huh?
Don't even, look, I'm just saying, it's
What
on
did you say?
The Force is on a cellular level inside Yoda. How could he get, there's no way. I don't know what this, I'm just trying to figure out how he could have AIDS.
It's changed now. It's gone.
What is it now?
Now it says Happy Birthday, Billy. Who's Billy? Let me click on it.
Oh, Billie Eilish?
Maybe.
Oh.
No, it's not spelled that way.
Oh, no.
Happy Birthday, Billy.
Eichner?
No, apparently is it from a scary movie? I don't know.
Okay.
How do I get in these algorithms? All I do is look at pizza and boobs.
I know. Here's what I have trending. For me, I have Ohioans, Letterman, and
like David Letterman?
I
or
don't
like
know.
Football Letterman?
I haven't clicked on it. And Call Her Daddy, which I know is a podcast that like a couple of politicians have been on, but
that's right.
I don't, and I know like it's a famous podcast beyond that, but
she makes like $100 million, doesn't she?
Oh yeah, they're living large there.
Okay.
Oh, this
our podcast pretty big too.
I just clicked on Letterman, and I don't know. It's apparently all of this is coming from Terry Garr.
She's dead.
Yes, she just passed away, but it's coming from people sharing her appearances on Letterman.
Oh, okay.
That's what this is from. May she rest in peace. Legendary actress.
That's right. Terry Garr.
Yeah.
Cam Hayward, former Buckeye, did something last night that nobody's ever done. He's played more games with the Steelers than anyone in history.
That's impressive.
Yes. Monday night's game against the Giants was Hayward's 202nd career game as a Steeler. The most ever for a defensive player.
Okay.
In the franchise's 92-year history. But if you think about all the great defensive players that have played there, right?
Yeah.
Steel curtain, all of that. Here you go.
That's pretty amazing.
Cam Hayward's been there longer than anybody else.
I mean, he's been in the league a very long time. What is he like? Isn't he 34, 35, something like that? I mean, he's been playing for a long time.
He was the 31st overall pick in the 2011 draft.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, he's been in the league about 13, 14 years.
Did they sign him to an extension? Because I know he was making some noise in the offseason about, well, maybe I'll play for the Browns.
He is indeed. He's got a...
Dodged that bullet, didn't you?
He's... They've... I don't know what he's making this year. It looks like he's got... it looks like his cap hit is $12.6 million this year. Next year, he gets $13.5 million and $12.9 million in 2026. Becomes a free agent in 2027. He's 35 years old. So I'm just saying he is signed up through year 37. Do you know how much money he's made in his career according to?
I'm going to say lots.
Sporttrack.com, which is where a lot of the contract info that we reference on the show. That's one of the places we go to find it. His career earnings. And again, this is a lot of money. I'm not saying it's a small amount of money. It is $131.5 million what he has made in his career.
Shohei made that today.
Well, what I'm talking about is this is a guy who you just said is the longest tenured defensive player in Steelers history. I mean, of the teams, that is one of the most consistent organizations in all of football.
They've been around for 92 years.
Yeah, but they've had, I mean, what have they had? 3 head coaches since the 60s, right? With Chuck Noll, and then they went to Cowher, and then now Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, that's right.
So, I mean, you can't get more consistent. You can't get more balanced. This guy, if you don't get the job done, you're out. For coaches, it's stable. For players, it can't be, because that's how they stay great, is they only let the good ones stay. They get rid of everybody else, and they move on. He has been able to survive that. That means he is an all-time great. He has made $131.5 million. If I go right now to an NBA game and throw a hacky sack on the court, the first person who picks it up has probably signed a deal worth more than that on an NBA floor right now. Just any game tonight, you will find 5 guys that are on $100+ million deals.
Cam Hayward never has to buy a hamburger in the city of Pittsburgh.
That's good.
It's picked up for him.
Right.
Think about the career he's had.
I'm not knocking his career at all.
I understand. This is I cannot believe
a money
issue.
I can't believe how the NFL doesn't pay more money than that, given how good he has been.
But Cam Hayward, we look at him here and say, oh, Cam, former Buckeye. So he comes to Columbus.
Yeah.
He's royalty.
Sure.
In Pittsburgh, he's won a Super Bowl. He's played in 202 career games. He's done it all. He was the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award winner last year for his charitable work. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
He's done it all. What a career. And he's probably going to be a Hall of Famer when it's all said and done.
Yeah. All of that. I'm just pointing out that it's incredible if anything you want to say, maybe the opposite way is to look at the NBA and go, how in the hell do guys make 100 plus? We were talking about him last week. Some of the guys that are on $150 million contracts, and most people would say, I don't remember who that guy is. I've never heard of him. But in the NBA, he's like, well, he plays. He's like in the rotation of a mediocre team. Let's give him $120 million. Like it's nothing.
Now, can Cam Hayward come back here and coach defensive line?
That I would love that, actually.
Or, you know what? We're always focused on, guys like him coming and coaching defensive line. Come coach offensive line.
Yeah,
how to stop you.
Coach the big guys on toughness. All the guys all the non-skill position players, coach them up on how to, power through when you're not feeling it. And, he's played 200, what'd you say? How many
202 games.
Okay. So, yeah, obviously he knows how to fight through a lot of adversity to keep that going.
My wife said something today that I think is ridiculous, but I want to get your opinion on it before I officially do what I was going to do. That is coming up next. All right. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You should know we've got some police activity that's blocking the left lane and causing a 5-minute delay on northbound 270 on the East Outer Belt near Hamilton Road. It is stop-and-go traffic from East Broad Street. And things are a little slow on southbound 270 on the West Outer Belt between Cemetery Road and Roberts Road. This report is sponsored by Discover. Time with family, laughs with friends, and cash back. Discover's got you covered on the last one. That's because Discover doubles all the cash back you've earned on your credit card at the end of your first year with Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/credit card. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Prime Sports. Download the Prime Sports Ohio app today or visit primesportsbook.com and use promo code JUSTSPORTS for a welcome bonus of up to $100.
Skyline is serving up special Halloween ways made with orange noodles this Wednesday and Thursday only. Stop in for Skyline Halloween ways or pick them up and take them home. October 30th and 31st only at participating Skyline restaurants while supplies last.
Post Malone is teaming up with Raising Cane's to empower the next generation of artists. For a limited time, 2 exclusive double-sided Post Malone posters are available at Raising Cane's. So post up your combo at Cane's while supplies last and support a good cause. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
When you bring Pella Columbus to your home, you get local, personal attention from an award-winning window and door crew.
Yep. Our crew is full of award winners, too.
Well, that's great, Wilson.
Yeah. Jerry alone has won the hot dog eating competition 2 years straight at the company picnic.
Well, that's not really the type of award I was talking about.
Still counts as an award.
Get the window that Columbus homeowners rate the leading and most trusted at PellaColumbus.com.
We've seen it before. Politicians and lobbyists playing games, drawing voting maps to keep power in their hands, not ours. Courts have ruled Ohio's voting districts unconstitutional 7 times, while our communities have been left out again and again. But this November, you have a chance to change that with Issue 1. Issue 1 will make it illegal for politicians to manipulate voting districts for themselves or their own party. Instead, it creates an open, transparent process where a diverse group of citizens, not politicians, will draw the lines. No more backroom deals, no more gerrymandering, just fairer maps that represent our communities. Issue 1 gives you and me the power to ensure everyone's vote counts. This is about real change, a chance to end the games and make our voices heard. So vote yes on Issue 1, fair representation, and power to the people. Paid for by citizens, not politicians.
Hi, I'm Joanna Williams, General Manager at Tansky Sawmill Toyota. Is it time for a new or used car? Visit Tansky Sawmill Toyota on the corner of Sawmill and 161, home of the Tansky Promise, where our salespeople aren't paid on commission. We have a 72-hour exchange policy, and every transaction is upfront and transparent. You can even start the process at home. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com to start your purchase today and to see all of this month's specials. And when you think Toyota, Think Tansky.
Hey, friends, Beamer and Carp here, and the NBA is back. And FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook, wants you to catch all the action. Right now, FanDuel is giving everybody 3 months of NBA League Pass. Very simple. All you got to do to catch every tip-off, buzzer beater, is place any $5 bet on the NBA to get 3 months of NBA League Pass, courtesy of FanDuel. Bob, I know you love the League Pass.
Oh, it's tremendous. It's the content I didn't even know I needed. They did it with the NFL. Now they're doing with the NBA, so you don't miss any of the action. Visit FanDuel.com/juice to make every moment more this season. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of the NBA. Must be 21 or older in present Ohio. After 3-month free trial, the full price of League Pass will be automatically charged monthly. Cancel anytime. No refunds, terms, restrictions, and embargoes apply. Limit 1 per customer. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
1-877-CARS for kids. KARS, Cars for kids. 1-877-CARS for kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1-877-CARS for kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Paul Keogh's Columbus Crew hosting the New York Red Bulls tonight in the first round of the MLS Best-of-3 playoff series. Match scheduled to start 6:45 at Lower.com Field. Ohio State coach Ryan Day with his weekly press conference today, talking about the big opportunity that exists for his team as they prepare to play Saturday at Penn State.
Unbelievable opportunity right here. I mean, this is, a chance to go to Indianapolis is on the line. Our guys are excited about playing in this game. The defense got a lot of confidence coming off of last week, the way that they played and creating TFLs and winning the game in the fourth quarter. If we can get the offense playing the way it has in the past, combined with the way we played on defense this past week, then that's what we're looking for in this game.
Game 4 of the World Series tonight. LA Dodgers a 3-0 lead in New York against the Yankees. This update brought to you by Dormar Heating and Air Conditioning. Dormar can be there today, guaranteed. Visit them at dormarheating.com. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
The only thing harder than common man's arteries is T-Bone thinking about a red-bellied woodpecker. This is Man and Bone.
Happy Tuesday. So glad you've tuned in. Game show coming up at 5:34. What's the game this week, Boner?
This week we are doing candy trivia in honor of Halloween. Mike, before the break, I was talking about how Cam Hayward, legendary Buckeye, great Steelers player, just crossed over the threshold. He's the most tenured defensive player in Steelers history.
202 games as a Steeler.
As of last night, he is now, no one else has played more games on defense for the Steelers. There's how many guys ahead of him total? Like 3 or 4, maybe? There's some guys on offense who played large. Anyway,
I don't know.
We were looking at his numbers, and I saw that he had made, again, this is according to the contract websites that have all this info, he's made roughly $130 million in his career. Great money if you can get it. But as an NBA fan, I hear that number and go, my God, this is one of the longest tenured dudes in the NFL. He's one of the better players on one of the better teams, and this is what he's made in his career. Let me read you a couple of names of guys who have contracts right now that they are on in the NBA that I promise you most non-NBA fans have never heard of these guys.
All right. LeBron.
No, you've heard of him. How about Emmanuel Quickley? You big Emmanuel Quickley guy?
No idea who he is.
Toronto point guard. He's 25 years old. He signed a 4-year deal worth $162.5 million.
He must be really good.
Career average 13.7 points per game.
It's not that good.
He's been in the league for like 6 years, 5-6 years.
Who's this guy?
You know Emmanuel Quickley. Ted, you've seen his name.
Oh, yeah. I know he's played with the Knicks.
Yeah.
He did well with them. Was he played with maybe Toronto?
Yes, but I'm saying this is a guy who's never he's with Toronto now. He's never averaged 20 points a game in an NBA season.
No, he's a guy.
He's just a guy.
Yeah.
Like a solid piece on a team.
But even that's
$162 million.
Yeah.
Next up, how about a guy that, again, if you're an NBA guy, you know this, Jaden McDaniels. Are you familiar with him?
Don't know him.
6'9" power forward, plays for the Timberwolves. Career average, 9.8 points per game. Jaden McDaniels is set to make, he is currently on a 5-year deal, $131 million. All of Cam Hayward's career earnings, this guy, and I'm telling you, he averages 9 points a game for the history of his time.
Yeah, but his intangibles.
Sure, he can play some defense, whatever. How about Devin Vassell? Good young player.
You're just making these names. You could be making these names up.
Devin Vassell plays for San Antonio. Teddy, you know Devin Vassell, good player.
Yeah, I know he's with the Spurs, yeah.
Yeah, very good player. He's been
vascular.
injured. He's been injured. He's 23 years old. He just signed a 5-year deal worth $135 million. Again, I'm not naming you like Giannis Antetokounmpo. I'm not telling you Ja Morant, guys that like you've maybe heard of, but you're not that familiar with, or you don't watch the NBA often. I'm telling you guys that a lot of people don't even know their names, these dudes. One more for you. Jalen Suggs. Jalen Suggs plays for the Magic. They're started off pretty good this year. This year, he's averaging 16 points a game in a very short amount of time, but his career average is 11.7 points per game. He is set to make, Jalen Suggs, he is on a 4-year, $150 million deal. Just telling you, man, if you've got a kid who's gifted enough to play in the NFL or the NBA, you show them LeBron footage and say, give up being a tight end, go be a power forward, end of discussion. Why would you do that? You go out and play in the NFL for 20 years and you might make $100 million. Or if he's a quarterback, I guess you let him go play football. Other than that, no. Steer him towards basketball or baseball.
Wander Franco's making $182 million to diddle 15-year-olds. Actually, I don't think he's getting paid anymore.
I think I would hope they have terminations in the contract
I would hope so.
If you're accused of horrific crimes with minors, then you don't get paid anymore.
I want to tell you about what my wife said to me today.
Okay.
And maybe she's right. I don't know. But that's why we're all here to discuss. Before that, though, she did say something to me today where I patted her on the head and said, bless your heart, you're cute. She said, 1 week and the political ads will all be over. Sweet Kristen. Yes, they will be. And the insurrection on whatever side, doesn't matter, will begin.
The Stop the Steal ads will start firing
everything.
up. Yeah.
It never ends. It will never end. I said to her today, it's been a while since I've had a leather jacket. I gave my leather jacket to Timmy.
Yes, that was very nice of you.
It looks great on Timmy. And I want a different style. I want like a brown, faded aviator jacket.
Like a bomber jacket.
Bomber with the collar.
Yeah, right.
The wool collar that you can take on and off.
About.
Right? I've always coveted that. And I said, I'm thinking about getting one. You can't buy a leather jacket. Why? Because I would look stupid in it? Nobody over the age of 35 should wear a leather jacket. She said to me that leather jackets are specifically for younger men, and old men have no business wearing leather jackets. I said, you're nuts. Ask anybody. All right, I'm asking.
No,
Am I not able to wear a leather jacket at the age of 44 and not look like an idiot?
Buddy, I wear sweatshirts to work every day, so I don't know. I mean, I don't think there's an age limit on style. If you, again,
I'm
there
asking.
are people who it would look ridiculous on. Sure.
Am I one of them?
No, I don't think so. I think
not
you could pull it
There's
off.
not a cow big enough that you could find.
I'm not wearing leather jackets. I don't want to.
Teddy.
But yeah, I think you could pull that off.
I have no problem at all with you wearing a leather jacket at any age.
I need another female perspective. Will you go back there and get Jen Winters?
Okay.
She's back there doing nothing.
I'm just saying, I don't have it. But again, I'm less concerned as I've gotten older with, because I used to think like, oh man, if you're over this age, you don't wear like a sports jersey. If you're over this age, but you know what? Honestly, whatever makes you happy. If you're not hurting anybody doing it, go right ahead.
I'm not saying I'm going to wear it to a wedding.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Obviously, if you show up wearing certain clothing in certain situations, you will look ridiculous. But no, if you have a leather jacket, and let's say, I think that is a perfect thing to wear if you were ever to have like a convertible and you wanted to go driving like this time of year, where it can be in the 60s, it can be in the 70s, it could also be in the 20s and 30s. You pop that on, you go driving through the, meandering roads through the hills.
I don't like convertibles.
Okay.
I always feel like someone's going to poop on me,
a
or
picture.
I'm going to get decapitated.
I'm just painting a picture.
Hey, Jen's here. Jen.
There's no headphones.
Did you bring your mic? Did you bring anything?
No.
Jen, come down and talk to me.
Here's my question.
What?
Kristen said that no man over the age of 35 should be wearing a leather jacket.
Oh.
And because I want to get a new leather jacket.
I know you do. You've been talking about it for like 3 weeks.
I know. I showed you the one that I want to get.
It was sexy.
Okay.
It's a sexy jacket.
So can I pull off a leather jacket?
I would need to see you in said leather jacket or one that looks similar to the one that you showed me because it was brown.
Yes.
And all I could think of was Fonzie. Hey.
What does that mean?
Fonzie from Happy Days.
But it had a brown bomber leather jacket.
Yeah, that's what he wants to get is a brown leather jacket, a bomber jacket.
Yeah.
That's what I told. That's what
do
I
you
call
think
it.
there's
It's a
an
very
age
dated reference?
Is
like
there an
super
age
dated.
limit to leather jackets?
I don't think so.
Okay. That's the discussion.
I don't think it, but I need to see what you look like in it.
Well, that would require me buying it,
Well,
though.
then go try something on
All right.
and then send a picture.
Yeah. Why don't you do? Lots of
Like,
people
go
do that.
to a
Go
store.
try something on.
Wilson's
send a picture.
Leather, is that still a thing?
I think you need to go to ZZ Boots. Wild Man's Leather and Lace.
Leather and lace.
With all your synthetic urine needs, I think you need to go over there and get something.
Don't you go to waterbeds and stuff?
No. That's
No,
old. You go to ZZ Boots now for that. Come on.
Thank you, Jen.
Right next to
God bless.
Denny's Platinum Fox.
Get out of here.
Remember that place?
Platinum Fox?
Well, Denny's Platinum Fox. That was the strip club we named Platinum Fox
No,
after.
I didn't hang out there.
Well, you should
I went
have.
to Dockside Dolls on 161.
What was it called?
Dockside Dolls.
Who?
Because when I think about hot women that I want to get with, I think of the docks.
Yes.
And when I think of Columbus, Ohio, I think of the docks.
That's right. Do we ever think that maybe that was meant to mean nurses? They're next to a doctor, a.k.a. a doc. They're dockside dolls.
No.
Were they all nurses, like hot nurses? Then, I mean, we could be talking.
Why did they all have parrots on their on their shoulders
and
while
peg
they were
legs and
stripping?
hooks? Yeah. Mighty, would you like a lap dance?
I don't know what to make of this place. You got a patch on one eye and a wooden leg.
I could be into that. I mean,
some people would be into that.
I'm saying I would be. I got to find out what's going on.
How about this?
I'm not going to prejudge that.
How about this? You go to sleep tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You can dream about one of two things.
Okay.
Erotic pirate woman.
All right.
Who's just going to teach you things and take you to the scallywag or whatever she does.
Yeah.
Or Dwayne Wade's statue comes. We got to talk about that thing,
yeah, we
man.
do. We do. Because honestly, I mean, number one, I'm fully in on the pirate lady. But no, like that statue is one of the most terrifying things I've ever seen.
It looks like one of the zombies from I Am Legend.
Very much so. That is how do we get so bad with statues? I need to know this.
How does he not have statue approval? Like, these things are not just made. They make little busts and models, and then the big statue is based off of that. Doesn't he look at the original bust and say, I got to tell you, that looks like, Antoine Walker and a zombie did it and had a mutant baby. I mean, I don't know.
Right. Well, like, I wonder if it was, Kate, can I see the statue? And like, don't worry. You're going to love it. And he's just like, all right, are you sure? And they're like, yeah, trust us. We want the reaction video. And then the reaction video is him going, this guy, what? Who's this guy? I don't know. I don't recognize that guy. Yeah, you don't, because it doesn't look like you.
Who was the, remember there was the painting that was restored?
Oh, was this the woman who said she could restore this painting of like Jesus or something?
It was whatever. It was an ancient painting.
Yeah, but it was like, he went from having like very defined human features to just being like circle face.
Yes.
And,
Is that who did this sculpture? Let's look into it. The NFL is trying to distract you from crappy football. I'm going to tell you why. Coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're looking at a 5-minute delay due to an accident that's blocking the left lane on eastbound 670 before 3rd Street. It is stop and go from 33, and we have a couple minutes slowdown on eastbound 270 on the North Outer Belt between Sawmill Road and 71. This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Need to hire? You need Indeed. Their all-in-one platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. And Indeed's interview tool lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from their website. Visit Indeed.com/credit. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
Hey, Ohio, Prime Sports has arrived. The only book where you can lay 108 instead of 110 on all your favorite teams. Football, baseball, basketball, hockey. Why would you risk more to win the same amount at another sports book? Download the Prime Sports Ohio app or visit our website, primesportsbook.com, and use promo code JUSTSPORTS to get a welcome bonus up to $100. And be a member of the Prime Sports family.
Terms and conditions apply. Visit website for details. Must be 21 or older and present in Ohio. If you or anyone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. If your fall is anything like the people in my neighborhood, your weekends are full of driving kids to endless soccer things. So if you're going to be on the road, be as comfortable as possible. 4 out of 5 doctors recommend a new Lexus. That's not true, but I recommend it. Deal time, 2.99% finance rate on a 2024 RX. That's madness. 4.49% finance rate for a 2025 NX. And you can get up to $5,000 lease cash for a 2024 RX. Check them out online, JermaineLexus.com.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 2 trips to a Buckeye postseason game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Nothing makes being outdoors better than having the right gear and the right crew. So here's an idea. Let Mountain Dew supply the gear and you bring the friends. Because when you buy specially marked multi-packs of Mountain Dew, you can collect points and earn epic limited edition outdoor gear. We're talking everything from custom Mountain Dew camp chairs and backpack coolers to exclusive Mountain Dew tents, fishing boats, and more. So buy Dew, collect points, get gear, and get outside with Mountain Dew outdoor gear.
Open to legal U.S. residents 18+. Subject to program terms at DewOutdoors.com. Ends 12/31/24. Void or prohibited.
Hi, here are some ways to listen to The Fan. You can download the Fan app or listen at home on your smart speaker or open up the iHeartRadio app or hold your head out the window and hear Common Man scream. Happy listening from the Dopes at The Fan.
At Byers Auto, we've been football fans since 1897, back when tailgates had actual tails. Our legacy of supporting our local team is as strong as our commitment to providing exceptional vehicles. While we're known for our new cars, we also offer a variety of pre-owned vehicles that meet our rigorous standards. Our friendly staff is here to help you find the perfect vehicle for your lifestyle and budget. Visit us in person or shop online at buyersauto.com. Come see why it's better to buy at Byers.
Our clients deserve for us to care, and they deserve to feel serviced. They have questions, and they deserve answers. We're counselors first because I'm not selling them anything. I'm trying to teach clients how to protect themselves. At Curtis & Associates, we're personal injury attorneys. We've helped and continue to help hundreds and hundreds of clients every year. That's important to us. If you've been injured in an accident and it's not your fault, call now. 614-GOT-HURT. That's 614-GOT-HURT. Curtis & Associates. Attorneys who care.
A vote for Sherrod Brown is a vote against Donald Trump. Sherrod Brown has spent 31 years in Washington, D.C., backing radical liberal policies.
Late-term partial birth abortion, where the baby is partially delivered alive. Trans biological men in girls' sports and bathrooms. Puberty blockers and even sex change surgery for children. Amnesty for 11 million illegal immigrants.
Brown's liberal policies are the opposite of the Trump agenda, and Brown would oppose Trump at every turn. To undo the damage of the last 4 years, President Trump and Ohio need Republican Bernie Moreno in the Senate. 6 more years of Sherrod Brown? He's for they, them, not you. Sherrod Brown has let us down. He's way too liberal for Ohio.
Senate Leadership Fund paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. www.senateleadershipfund.org.
Low energy, brain fog, or bloating? Your body might need a detox. Active Liver from New Nordic makes it easy to help your liver detox your body all year long without major changes to your diet or lifestyle.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Plenty of sunshine, windy and warm on this Tuesday. Temperatures in the upper 70s down to the upper 50s overnight with partly cloudy skies and a bit of a breeze. Well, the winds will keep up on Wednesday, but so will the sunshine and warm temperatures with highs near 80 in the afternoon. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
ESPN Bet is the official sports book of Common Man and T-Bone. On your phone or in person at Hollywood Casino Columbus. The Fan.
We did the math. Common Man has hosted over 5,000 shows on The Fan. 3 of them have been halfway decent. Here's Man and Bone.
Teddy?
Yeah.
This ain't one of them.
It was for one segment.
No. Also, I want to tell you about my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. It is them, not Windows.
Okay. You have ED.
I have ED. Okay, yes, that's right. If you struggle with ED, there's no reason to suffer in shame or sacrifice intimacy with the person that you love the most, or just some random person that you pick up at a bar. Still need it to work either way. And my friends at Tri-State Men's Health, not Universal Windows Direct. Don't call them and say, pee-pee no worky. Probably don't call Tri-State Men's Health and say that either. But anyway,
okay.
They have treatments that work when the pills or herbals fail. They have treatments with success rates well over 90%. And some treatments can even have you lasting an hour or more. What you do with the other 58 minutes, I have no idea, but that's your call. They have 6 locations, including 2 right here in Central Ohio, in Hilliard and Westerville. Fish lives right next door to the Hilliard location. He will come and keep you company while you're there. They have an expert staff and Fish. And if you're like a lot of men, you could be having hibbity-dibbity time the day after your appointment. Call them today, 800-900-9654, or visit tristatemenshealth.com/Fish, get out of here.
By the way, Fish was just in here. And you know what he dropped off?
BB.
No. He dropped off the plug sheet, Mike, for tomorrow.
Plug sheet.
6 to 9 a.m. morning juice. They're going to have Berm on from the podcast and James Van Riemsdyk.
My guy.
Jackets left winger.
Can't beat the Jackets. Just hope to contain him.
That's right. 8:48. You can hear him on with morning juice. Then 9 to noon, Bishop and Friends. Tyvis Powell will be in. Jake Trotter, ESPN senior college football writer at 10:33. 12 to 3, you know that's Rothman and Ice. 12:33.
You don't have to go through the whole line.
I'm going through everything. Adam Schefter from ESPN.
How grumpy is Schefter?
That's right. We'll find out. And another jacket, Hockey and Hounds with Damon Severson.
My guy.
There you go. And then, of course, we've got Rimmer on tomorrow. So it's a lot of jackets tomorrow on the Fan.
That's a lot of
and Wild Card Wednesday. I shouldn't just bury that. That is the lead. Wild Card Wednesday.
That too.
Yeah.
This is from ESPN.com, Todd Archer. And what's perhaps fitting, given how the Cowboys season has gone so far. Dallas's Monday Night Football game on December 9th against the Cincinnati Bengals will serve as the premiere of The Simpsons Fun Day Football, an animated game transformed into real-time the iconic Simpsons world. I'm sorry. An animated game transformed in real time into the iconic Simpsons world.
Yeah, they're going to have everybody's going to look like Simpsons characters,
but
is what I understand.
But it's the game. It's the Cowboys and the Bengals.
They've done this with hockey the last couple of years. The NHL has done this with Disney with the show Big City Greens, which
I missed it.
I've watched it. I've watched one of these broadcasts. It's kind of surprising how they do all this, but you can follow the action, although it will all be in cartoon form.
Last year, they apparently did this with Toy Story, which I also have forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, this will be on Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, NFL Plus, if you want to watch that instead of the actual game.
If you go to YouTube right now, Mike, and you type in Big City Greens hockey, you can see what this looks like. It is, I mean, you know, when they came out with all this technology and they're like, you know what we're going to do? We are going to show the players in real time. We're going to have stats on how fast they're traveling and how hard they're hitting and all these, what the velocity is, and you're like, oh my gosh, how are they going to utilize this? And then you find out, fast forward 5 years, they use it to like slime the end zone during playoff games or the Super Bowl, and they use it to give you like Simpsons mods over an actual game.
Homer Simpson will be aligned with the Cowboys.
Right.
Bart Simpson with the Bengals. Marge and Lisa will interview players during the game. That's sexist. And Maggie will fly the sky cam. While popular characters, show references, and aesthetics will bring a real Sunday night with the Simpson feel to Monday Night Football. The Hot Tua girl will also be there for no reason other than to just be there.
Let her live. That's great. I saw that I think Mina Kimes is going to be involved and Dan Orlovsky because they're big Simpsons heads, so they'll be providing commentary during this game.
No Greg Olson?
How does this affect Greg Olson?
We didn't think about how this affects cartoon Greg Olson, right? Because they'll all be cartoons. They're going to be cartoon versions of them that you'll see. Where is cartoon Greg Olson? Why is he not on this show?
Michigan quarterback Jack Tuttle has retired from football, citing health issues. Concussions, got a bad UCL in his throwing arm. He started at Utah, then went to Indiana, then went to Michigan. And they tried him at various points this season because they tried anyone that they mildly thought could throw a football.
Did he go to, am I wrong? Did he go to Washington as well?
No.
He went to Indiana, then
Utah,
Michigan.
Indiana.
Okay.
Because when he went to Indiana, he replaced Michael Penix.
Oh, that's right.
He then went to
That's right. He went
Washington.
to Washington. That's right.
Yes. He is not Michael Penix.
I got it.
If the Wolverines had Michael Penix, they would start him.
They would start a lot of guys who have not been. If they had Kyle McCord, starter.
Oh, man. I'm sure you talked about it last week in my absence.
We did.
I have never seen a complete game performance like that, let alone a first half performance where you throw 3 pick sixes, even if you tried.
No, we were talking about this in the office. How could you, if you tried to throw 3 pick sixes in a half, or let alone a game, you might say, well, I can throw it to this guy, and he's going to be only a couple guys to beat. But then your players would then probably try to tackle the dude, and someone may catch him. To have 3 pick sixes in a half is, like I'm saying, it's impossible to do if you wanted to. So I don't know how that happened, but it definitely did.
Buckeye fans enjoy that?
I think so.
I just wondered because
you know what? I can't say that I know necessarily because I think there are a lot of Buckeye fans who are like, oh, well, good to see him in Syracuse.
Well, that's my point. I
don't know that.
I can't judge other people based on how I feel because I'm a terrible person.
Yeah.
All right. Nobody should be like me. I take medication, so I'm not like me.
Well,
but I look at that and say, ha ha, there you go. There's my Simpsons thing for you. Ha ha, it tastes like burning.
Yeah, earlier in the season when he was lighting it up and Syracuse head coach was like, yeah, I got to send Ryan Day like a bottle of champagne or flowers or whatever to thank him.
Who's the Syracuse
for this?
Guy?
I forget who's
Dino
there.
Bravo?
No, he's long gone. Dino Babers.
Dino Babers?
You're thinking of, and Dino Bravo. I don't know who's there now. But either way, he had that little thought. And I didn't like that because it's like, why? I would hope that Ryan Day made the right call there in getting rid of Kyle McCord. I thought it was the right call. We all did. So you don't want to see him be successful because then that would mean maybe he's more successful than the guy you have now. But I think that's all kind of getting put to rest.
Teddy, who's the Syracuse head coach?
It is Fran Brown. He was the defensive backs coach at Georgia, and then he took the Syracuse job. Fran Brown.
This is a man?
Yes, it's a man. It's a man.
Hey, I think you would have heard of her if she was the head coach at Syracuse.
That would be big news.
We've never had that. I think that would be kind of important.
Yeah.
If that had happened, we would have all heard about it.
Okay. All right. Congratulations to Fran Drescher and whatever the hell they're doing up there in Syracuse.
It was Fran DeWine.
Oh.
My wife is coaching the Syracuse Orangemen, much to my chagrin.
You can actually field an entire team just from your grandchildren.
Good.
Right, Governor?
Oh, yes. We've been, we were busy and then the kids got busy.
Busy doing it?
They got the message.
Yeah.
And that is make sure you procreate to recreate.
Are you excited about the election coming up next week, Governor?
God, no. No. Oh. I'm very conflicted on everything. Just look at any of my press conferences.
Game show coming up. Colin Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a 5-minute slowdown on eastbound 70 on the east side between James Road and 270. And you're looking at a 10-minute delay on northbound 71 on the north side between I-70 and 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. Starting Stronger starts at AutoZone, where they've got battery solutions in the form of free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement batteries that fit your needs. That's what makes them America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone. AutoZone. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. We're talking tickets, sideline passes, a trip to a postseason game, and more. Register today and every day at roosterswings.com.
Erectile dysfunction is a destroyer of your confidence, of your joy and intimacy, and often it can even harm your relationship. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, the leading men's sexual health practice in our area for treating erectile dysfunction. And I want you to know today that if you're like most men, you can be free of ED and all the impacts it has on your life. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're your local provider for dealing with men's sexual health issues. Our expert medical teams are focused on treating ED, and we have highly effective treatment plans with some protocols that work in well over 90% of cases. We can even combine treatments for greater efficacy, all of which means it's very likely you'll be having great sex again within just a day or two of your first appointment. You might even find you're performing like you haven't in years. So call us. Your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 2 convenient locations, just off 270 in Hilliard and near the Medical Mile in Westerville.
Post Malone is teaming up with Raising Cane's to empower the next generation of artists. For a limited time, 2 exclusive double-sided Post Malone posters are available at Raising Cane's. So post up your combo at Cane's while supplies last and support a good cause. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. Terms and conditions apply.
The Christmas cash giveaways now at UDF. With UDrive Plus, 1 in 7 can play to win prizes instantly, including $1,000 weekly by buying specially marked items at UDF. No purchase necessary. Visit udrivecontest.com for official rules.
Bobby Carpenter once sold workout equipment on QVC Canada. There's no joke here. That actually happened. Morning Juice with Bobby and Beamer.
Weekdays starting at 6.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
The time to save big is now. It's Ford Truck Month at your local Ford dealer, and the time to buy is now. Make way for great offers across an amazing lineup of Ford trucks, featuring the built Ford Tough F-150 and Super Duty. Check out the versatile Ford Maverick and the capable Ford Ranger. But you can't wait. These limited truck month deals won't last. Check it all out at buyfordnow.com. Then get over to your local Ford dealer today. Hurry in, as these deals won't last long.
We've seen it before. Politicians and lobbyists playing games, drawing voting maps to keep power in their hands, not ours. Courts have ruled Ohio's voting districts unconstitutional 7 times, while our communities have been left out again and again. But this November, you have a chance to change that with Issue 1. Issue 1 will make it illegal for politicians to manipulate voting districts for themselves or their own party. Instead, it creates an open, transparent process where a diverse group of citizens, not politicians, will draw the lines. No more backroom deals, no more gerrymandering, just fairer maps that represent our communities. Issue 1 gives you and me the power to ensure everyone's vote counts. This is about real change, a chance to end the games and make our voices heard. So vote yes on Issue 1, fair representation, and power to the people. Paid for by citizens, not politicians.
Trust and Will knows that we'll all eventually need a will. How about right now? Trust and Will makes creating your will easy, like while you're lounging on the couch easy. Trust and Will is designed by attorneys but customized by you, and all documents are state-specific and secure. Find your plan at trustandwill.com and use offer code Columbus now for 10% off. That's trustandwill.com, offer code Columbus. Trust and Will is an online service providing legal forms and information. It is not a law firm and is not a substitute for the advice of an attorney.
Hey, it's Common Man and T-Bone. We've got an appearance coming up at our favorite place to do all our banging, Hollywood Casino Columbus.
We're going to be live Friday, November 1st at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook inside the casino for the top 5 matchup in Happy Valley.
Plus, you can win tickets to the big college football game in Columbus featuring our friends from the Hoosier State on November 23rd. We're giving those away this Friday.
The key is Friday. Come or you're dead to us. Must be 21 years or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Does excessive amounts of Prozac make your sack droop down to your knees? Asking for a friend. My friend's name is Mike. Back to Droopy Sack and T-Bone.
Oh, Droopy Sack and T-Bone are happy that you're here.
Mm-hmm.
The game show is coming up in mere moments. The Fan poll today. 971thefan.com and on our X account. What will be the outcome of the Crew's best of 3 playoff series against the Red Bulls?
Red Bulls. Red Bulls.
Crew in 2, Red Bulls in 2, Crew in 3, Red Bulls in 3. I'm going to say Crew in 2.
Yeah,
take
Crew
care
in
of
2.
business.
Let's go. Get it done.
I put some ducats on them tonight.
Good.
Start time about 6:55 over at the LDC. I will be there. Stop me and say hello if you see me.
If you're watching on YouTube, you will see that Common Man has walked into the studio.
Future's bright.
Wearing shades.
Future's bright.
Okay. I'm not sure where the shades, why they came out just now.
Why not? You know, they put these harsh lights in my face because we got to look good on YouTube, even though it makes us look terrible. Yeah. The lighting that we have in here.
It's bad.
See, here's the thing. TV studios have professional lighting people. They come in, they've got special lights that don't burn your retinas when they're shining directly at you, okay? What we've done when we designed this studio is go get like the lights that you put on your outdoor patio.
Yeah.
Right? And then shine them directly in your eyes and say, whoa, TV people do it. No, TV people have professional lighting that doesn't blind them. I'm blinded by the light, wrapped up like a douche.
Still don't know what it means. I actually do know. It's something like, didn't we go over this, Ted?
I don't care.
It's like a deuce.
Revved up like a deuce.
Revved up like a deuce, like a deuce coupe, like a car.
I don't care. So I've decided I'm just going to put on sunglasses, and that's how I'm going to deal with the light.
These lights, to me, remind me of like when you go to a jewelry store and they have all the lights focused on the actual jewelry and it shines. I'm not Princess Cut. Please don't shine these lights on me. I don't look like that.
Got it. Game show.
The candy trivia is what we're doing today for Halloween. So I'm going to ask you some questions about candy. I hope you get them right.
I'm ready.
Actually, if you get them wrong, it's okay. Baby Ruth candy bars. They're named after Babe Ruth. True or false?
Well, it is true, but they claimed it to be false. They said they weren't because they didn't want to deal with the royalties of it.
Nope. Incorrect.
No, it's not incorrect.
Oh, you're wrong. You're wrong.
Well, go ahead.
No. One, yes, they did claim it was named after President Grover Cleveland's daughter, Ruth Cleveland. However, the timing of its release in 1921, when Babe Ruth's popularity was rising, led many to believe it was named after him. All of that is actually incorrect, and it turns out that the real reason they named it Baby Ruth was the founder of the company. That was his daughter's name.
I don't believe that for a second. So you're telling me the height of Babe Ruth.
Yeah, that's right.
In the early 20s.
Yep.
When he was banging, he's hitting more home runs than teams are hitting home runs.
Yeah.
It's like, just by coincidence, I'm going to name my candy bar Baby Ruth.
Telling you that's what it is.
It has nothing to do with Babe Ruth.
The Curtis Candy Company.
No, it's a lie.
They made it. They were a Chicago-based candy company for more than 6 decades, apparently. It does sound like that, but they claimed initially it was Ruth Cleveland, and then years later they corrected it and said what it actually was the daughter of someone who worked. Okay,
it's lies. I'm gonna do a candy bar named Bron Bron.
Go right ahead.
Bron Bron.
Yes, in honor of President Biden. Is that what it was? No. That's famous athlete. I thought they'll say later that was President Biden, like one of his kids is named Bron Bron. That would be the equivalent today. Next up, is the Tootsie Roll younger or older than 100 years?
Older.
Yes. It's been around since 1907.
I like a Tootsie Roll.
Yeah. It's become a popular candy, of course, known for its chewy texture and chocolate taste. It was invented by Leo Hirschfeld in 1896, and I'm not making this up. It, too, was named with the nickname of the guy who made it. His daughter, he called her Tootsie Roll when she was a baby.
That's nice.
Little Tootsie Roll. Hey, I'm a little Tootsie Roll.
I thought it was named after Dustin Hoffman in drag.
No, that is different. That is correct. Different. Yeah, sorry. Next up, which candy bar was named after a horse, Zero or Snickers?
Snickers sounds like a horse name.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Snickers.
You are correct. Named after the apparently the family that owned the Mars Candy Company. They had a favorite horse, and its name was Snickers. That's what they decided to name it. The original price for a Snickers was a nickel. Now, here's a bonus question for you on the Snickers. What was it called in the UK? It had a different name. It was either Marathon or Chunky Bits.
Marathon.
Yeah.
Hey, Chunky Bits was something else, T-Bone entirely.
They switched the name in 1990.
Really? It was that long?
Yeah, for like that long. I think in the 30s is when they introduced it. So for most of its lifespan, it's been known in the UK as a Marathon bar. And they just recently, well, within the last 30 years.
I'm surprised they didn't just keep it.
No, they decided to change it. They wanted it all to be, I'm sure for packaging purposes, it's like, oh, did somebody order more Marathon labels? Like, no.
That doesn't stop Checkers and Rallies or Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
Well, fair enough. You're right. Next up, these, by the way, the sunglasses are throwing me.
Why?
I just want you to, because
you too attracted to me?
I apparently am. But the future's bright, I'm told. So that's
Think
good.
about me wearing a bomber jacket.
Oh, I can only imagine. Yeah, I have something I want to say.
Don't say it.
Yep. These fruit-flavored bell-shaped gumdrops are sold in a cardboard box and are made by the same company that makes Andy's Candies and Junior Mints. Are they called gumdrops or dots?
Dots.
Yes, dots. They were originally called Mason Dots. Their creator also made a licorice version of these things called Black Crows. Ugh. No.
Steve Mason.
That's right.
Hi. My pads are too small.
Oh, what's he up to? Nothing? That's right. Next up, fans of this candy might be surprised to learn it was first created as a peppermint candy in Vienna, Austria.
Oh.
Skittles or Pez. One of those two started as an Austrian peppermint candy.
It seems like something the Austrians would do, the Pez. I'm going to say Pez.
You're correct.
Yes, I love a Pez.
The Pez is derived from the German name for peppermint.
What's your favorite flavor of Pez?
Oh gosh, I don't even
I just know colors. I'm going to go with yellow.
You know what? I like the
lemon yellow.
I like the red. Those are fine.
Good.
But here's the thing: the peppermint word for peppermint in German is PFEFFERMINZ.
That's
Within that, pfefferminz, there is a P, an E, and a Z. So that's where they came up with Pez, because it was mint. The dispensers come in, of course, many different styles. They're often collected and traded. Do you know anyone who collects Pez dispensers? I don't.
I used to.
You did?
I don't anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, I had all of them.
Next up,
I know the Jenna Jameson Pez dispensers.
I, funny enough, had the John Holmes Pez dispensers, and those were very different. What company makes Birdie Bott's Every Flavor beans?
Who?
They're Birdie Bott's Every Flavor beans. They're famously known for their unusual and sometimes unpleasant flavors. Jelly Belly or Skittles?
Jelly Belly?
Yes. These are jelly beans. They include flavors like grass and earwax.
Why? Why do we want to do this?
Well, what you do with them is you get a box of them and then you or a bag of them, whatever they come in, and sometimes they're mystery flavored, and you just, one bite could be delicious, the next bite could be awful.
But why?
I don't know. They do it though. It's a thing. I've had them. Last one here for you. Which chocolate covered candy bar was named after its founder? O. Henry or Clark?
O. Henry.
Ooh.
Oh, I was almost undefeated.
You were
Teddy.
so close to perfect.
My God.
David Clark was the founder of the...
Teddy, Jesus. I thought Sue Ellen Miskey was...
I agree with you.
From the O. Henry candy bar fortune.
I don't know.
She didn't wear a bra?
Is her name Henry?
Hey, go ahead.
Sue Ellen... What did you say her
Sue
name was?
Ellen Miskey.
Did you hear the name Henry in there anywhere? Then that would answer your question, wouldn't it? David Clark, Clark Bar... He was the founder of the Boyer Candy Company. When he first made it, it cost 5 cents. It became popular among American soldiers during World War I. So when you eat a Clark bar, you're like, I don't know, what's with this newfangled Clark bar? No, you're eating history.
That's right.
You're chomping on history.
I feel like we don't talk about World War I enough.
We don't.
You know?
That was a thing.
Everything's always like, oh, you're Hitler. It's like, well, we need some more World War I references.
That's right. I don't know them. I don't have many of them. I mean,
the Germans did that too.
I know. Yes,
we don't have one particular name.
I'm aware of that. Yes, Franz Ferdinand.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah,
good job, buddy.
I know that, but I know it in part because it's a band. There's a band called Franz Ferdinand, and they named themselves after that whole scene with the Austria-Hungarians.
That's
people.
That's right. Thank you, Bone.
You're welcome, man.
Back page coming up. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Slow traffic is causing a 5-minute delay if you're traveling on southbound 270 on the West Outer Belt between Tuttle Crossing Boulevard and Roberts Road. And we've got about a 10-minute delay on westbound 161 between Beach Road and Hamilton Road. This report is sponsored by Discover. Time with family, laughs with friends, and cashback. Discover's got you covered on the last one. That's because Discover doubles all the cashback you've earned on your credit card at the end of your first year with Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/credit card. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Whiskey War by High Bank Distillery. Drink local. Drink High Bank.
We all know Central Ohio's growing fast. It's making traffic worse and life more expensive. That's why voting yes on Issue 47 is so important. Issue 47 will help folks get to work faster and cheaper by creating COTA Rapid Bus Service. That means more routes, better hours, and more reliable service. That will expand access to transportation for everyone in our community, from the elderly to the disabled, to veterans and students. And Issue 47 will make our neighborhoods safer and more walkable by building 500 miles of sidewalks, trails, and bikeways. When we pass Issue 47, we'll get $1 billion in matching funds from the federal government to pay for it. We're already sending our tax dollars to D.C. Let's bring some of that money home to help our community. Issue 47 means safer neighborhoods and a better quality of life for our families. It's an easy call. Vote yes on Issue 47. Paid for by moving Central Ohio forward.
Get all your holiday shopping done in just one stop with early holiday deals at Meijer. Save big this week on gifts for everyone. For the competitive ones on your list, select puzzles and board games are buy two, get one free. Share the sense of the season with Yankee Candle products. Buy one, get one for $1. And for those who believe that bigger is always better, save $200 on an Element 65-inch Zumo TV. Shop even more great gift ideas like these in the Meijer Holiday Gift Guide. Available on Meijer.com, in-store, or in the Meijer app. Exclusions apply.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. Terms and conditions apply.
The Buckeye Show.
What were you guys yelling on the Braxpin play 2015?
Well, everybody said, he's back. He's back. That's what everybody was saying.
The Buckeye Show.
Presented by Coors Light and sponsored by CareSource.
Weeknights at 6 on The Fan.
Hey folks, Austin Ward here, and we all know consistency is key in sports. Think about it. No matter how many points you put up in one game, it's the team that stays consistent that ends up winning a championship. The problem? Consistency is hard. For years, that's how I felt about my weight. I'd start strong, but could never stay the course. Then I found Awaken 180 weight loss, and now consistency isn't just a word, it's my reality. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. After dropping 12 pounds in my first week, I went on to lose 52 pounds total. Lost weight every week. Since then, the scoreboard has read the same every single month. October, 189 pounds. September, 189 pounds. August, 190. Okay, maybe a pound off. July, yeah, 189. The weight just stays off, and for free. Awaken 180 clients don't pay a dime in free maintenance for life. It's like free oil changes for the rest of your life. If you're looking for results that last, do what we all did and choose the solution for weight loss. It's online at awaken180weightloss.com.
A vote for Sherrod Brown is a vote against Donald Trump. Sherrod Brown has spent 31 years in Washington, D.C., backing radical liberal policies.
Late-term partial birth abortion, where the baby is partially delivered alive. Trans biological men in girls' sports and bathrooms. Puberty blockers and even sex change surgery for children. Amnesty for 11 million illegal immigrants.
Brown's liberal policies are the opposite of the Trump agenda, and Brown would oppose Trump at every turn. To undo the damage of the last 4 years, President Trump and Ohio need Republican Bernie Moreno in the Senate. 6 more years of Sherrod Brown? He's for they, them, not you. Sherrod Brown has let us down. He's way too liberal for Ohio.
Senate Leadership Fund paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. www.senateleadershipfund.org.
Want to know anything about the Fans contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Buckeye Roundtable coming up at the top of the hour. 2 big hours. Skip Mossick, Paul Keels, Jim Lachey, and Coach John Cooper. Hey, Bone.
Yes, man.
I know it's not Fat Boy Food Tip, but that has never stopped us in the past. I saw that Arby's has 2 new limited time options for you.
Okay.
The deep fried turkey gobbler.
Oh, yes.
And the deep fried turkey club. The deep fried turkey gobbler includes deep fried turkey breast, crispy onions, everything seasoning, melted Swiss, lettuce and tomato, and savory herb spread on a brioche bun. By the way, the savory herb spread is a creamy sauce with hints of sage and garlic. The deep fried turkey club is deep fried turkey breast, crispy bacon, take that, Jen Winters.
Yeah.
Melted cheddar instead of the Swiss on the other one, lettuce and tomato mayo on a brioche bun.
Oh,
so
sounds great.
Apparently started serving these yesterday at Arby's locations.
I need to go try that. They both sound great. I am a big fan of deep frying the turkey, even though I know it's still going to be mostly like turkey breast. It's not. There's going to be a little ridge of deep fried. It's not going to
really,
be like
it's the moistness that we're talking about.
Yeah, right. That's what it. The flavor should be awesome on those. So yeah, I definitely look forward to trying that. I still haven't been able to confirm. I had a few people telling me that there was Arby's 4 for $10, but I haven't been able to find it anywhere. So I'm sadly disappointed to say I have to think.
Well,
that's
drive
not
up
happening.
to Arby's and do what Torg would do.
What's that?
You got 4 for $10? No! Why not?
Yeah, that's right. Yell at a hapless Arby's employee who has nothing to do with that decision.
That's right.
That's the time to do it. Honestly, give it to him. I like it.
This article says, I ordered chicken tenders from 8 fast food chains and ranked them from worst to best. All right? This is from Aaron McDowell.
How many? 8?
8,
okay.
She said. I got to scroll.
Oh, good job.
Slideshow. You know, slideshow should be illegal.
I hate slideshows.
That's what I'm running for office based on that. All these commercials we have, you know, fetuses, all this other stuff. Great, fine. I'm running for slideshows. Illegal.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. If we could get rid of those, I would definitely be down. I would also be down if you had something that said, I'm going to widen every freeway by 2 lanes. Just on principle. And I don't care if there's buildings in the way. We're knocking those down. And then, like, no way that the population can keep up with that. If we add 2 lanes to every freeway, 1, you create a billion jobs. And then 2, I have cleaner roads, like clearer roads, less traffic. I love it.
All right, I'm not scrolling through this.
Okay, good.
So I don't care what she got.
Thank God.
Stupid. All right, what else do you have? Anything?
The Crew put out their starting 11 for tonight's playoff game against the New York Red Bulls. A little bit of a note here. Diego Rossi not available, it appears, for this
Why?
game.
What happened?
I don't know. He's apparently, I'm guessing he's battling an injury, but he's not. He has been battling an injury, but they thought he would be back for this game. He is not.
Oh.
But everybody else is out there, so.
That makes me nervous.
It's all right. It's okay.
Put some ducats on
It's
this
okay.
game.
You're good. You'll be good. This is a deep, talented team.
Okay, all right. Just jinxed it.
No, they're not.
Hope to see you out there.
Okay, thanks.
Back page.
The Back Page. The Back Page with Common Man and T-Bone.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Bone.
Well, man, it's not even Halloween, but SiriusXM wants you to know, starting on Friday, the day after Halloween, we're just jumping right to Christmas.
All right, my mother-in-law's got the tree up right now.
It's November 1st, but you can listen to Jimmy Fallon's Holiday Seasoning Radio on SiriusXM. Why? How did Jimmy Fallon become popular?
Oh, we got to go. What's my out, Teddy?
We don't know. When's he out?
Now. Okay. Thanks for telling me.
All right. Well, time to go.
Rapid Fire tomorrow. Not Rapid Fire. Wild Card Wednesday. See you tomorrow. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're going to hit some residual traffic due to an earlier incident on northbound 270 on the East Outer Belt at Hamilton Road. It is still stop and go from East Broad Street. And we've got a 10-minute slowdown on northbound 71 on the north side between I-70 and 11th Avenue. And some more slow traffic on northbound 315 between Kinnear Road and North Broadway. This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Valvoline Instant Oil Change wants you to breathe out your oil anxiety and breathe in automotive peace. Visit them today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Dormar, your kind of hero.
Dormar can be there today, guaranteed. Visit them at dormarhvac.com.
It's a Fan Action Update.
Visit primesportsbook.com and use the promo code JUSTSPORTS for a welcome bonus of up to $100. Will the Yankees get swept out of the World Series? New York is actually a favorite tonight at -140 on the money line. Dodgers are +120. Freddie Freeman, a huge -1900 odds to win the MVP. See a Yankees comeback coming? You can get 13-1 on New York to win the World Series. For your Prime Sports Action Update, I'm Scotty Vegas.
Get Eco.
Hey, Aaron.
Hey, Jerry.
Remember that day I invented the everything bagel?
That was a heck of a day, Jerry. I was right there in line.
Get Eco.
I saw the onion bagel and the poppy seed bagel and the sesame bagel, and I thought, imagine if one bagel could give you everything you need.
You changed the world that day, Jerry.
Get Eco.
I think Eco is just like that for homeowners in Ohio. Plumbers, electricians, HVAC technicians. One company, one call, everything you need.
Get Eco.
Eco is a complete ecosystem of home services all under one roof.
Ooh, that is a good one.
Big things, small things, projects that require a little of this and that. Eco has the whole ecosystem equally covered.
Get Eco.
What if one day someone comes up with a new thing you can put on a bagel?
Well, I've already patented everything, Aaron. Nobody can claim everything plus one.
You're a wise man, Jerry.
I'm making a fortune, Aaron.
Get Eco.
Eco plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians.
GetEco.com.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. If your fall is anything like the people in my neighborhood, your weekends are full of driving kids to endless soccer things. So if you're going to be on the road, be as comfortable as possible. 4 out of 5 doctors recommend a new Lexus. That's not true, but I recommend it. Deal time, 2.99% finance rate on a 2024 RX. That's madness. 4.49% finance rate for a 2025 NX. And you can get up to $5,000 lease cash for a 2024 RX. Check them out online, JermaineLexus.com.
We've seen it before. Politicians and lobbyists playing games, drawing voting maps to keep power in their hands, not ours. Courts have ruled Ohio's voting districts unconstitutional 7 times, while our communities have been left out again and again. But this November, you have a chance to change that with Issue 1. Issue 1 will make it illegal for politicians to manipulate voting districts for themselves or their own party. Instead, it creates an open, transparent process where a diverse group of citizens, not politicians, will draw the lines. No more backroom deals, no more gerrymandering, just fairer maps that represent our communities. Issue 1 gives you and me the power to ensure everyone's vote counts. This is about real change, a chance to end the games and make our voices heard. So vote yes on Issue 1, fair representation, and power to the people. Paid for by citizens, not politicians.
People can't say enough amazing things about Vanscoy Hair Clinics. Men and women struggle with hair loss every day, and they completely change their lives. Vanscoy Hair Clinics is the only company in Ohio that has PRP, platelet-rich plasma, and the multi-unit hair grafting hair transplant procedure. Go to vanscoyhair.com for more info, or call 614-432-8042. Here's what some of their hair transplant clients have said.
Around 26, 27, I lost almost all of my hair on top. It changed my life in ways that I cannot imagine.
My hair is going to continue growing for the rest of my life.
There is hope that you can do something about your hair loss.
Multi-unit hair grafting gives you 3 times more hair per procedure, saving you time and money. Hair transplants are more affordable than ever, and PRP is a fast, easy, and effective 45-minute treatment for thinning or damaged hair. Call Vanscoy for a free consultation, 614-432-8042, or visit vanscoyhair.com. That's 614-432-8042. Find out what procedure will restore your hair.
Football fans, are you ready to score big this NFL season? Hey, it's T-Bone to tell you that Bud Light and 97.1 The Fan have teamed up for the ultimate football face-off. Join us each week for football face-off events and your chance to win a trip to Vegas where you'll compete for the grand prize. A trip for two to New Orleans or the Super Bowl. Drink Bud Light, enjoy the games, and take your shot at football glory. This week, join me on Sunday at Yogi's Bar and Grill in Dublin. I'll be there from 2 to 4 p.m. watching the Browns take on the Bengals and giving you a shot at the Super Bowl.